back to another Genshin Impact. My name is Rick. We're back with another Hangout event. Again, on this event, I'm going to clear every single ending easily in one go because it's not actually that hard. I don't know how people keep repeating it. And another one is getting every single achievement. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, the Pendulum of Weal and Woe. Wait, what? Act 1, Kaveh's Hangout Quest or Hangout event. There you go, that look awesome. Again, I'm going to timestamp this on the description or on the comment, but usually it didn't timestamp on the video itself or the YouTube, so I don't know how to do that. Anyway, let's begin Hangout. Have you started? The Pendulum of Weal and Woe. I don't know if I read that correctly or not. Maybe not. I'm surprised we didn't start from here. Okay, the sixth proposal. It's on Catherine, interesting enough. I thought we were going to start with outside the house, debate and that stuff. But apparently not. Can I read?
Everyone hold hands!
If only I didn't fall for that scam last time.
Wait, are you trying to scam Kaveh? Wait a moment. Let's see.
Hey!
There you go.
Just my luck. Why does this happen to me?
Oh, this person fall to the scam and it happened to Kaveh. Kaveh's the leader, maybe?
I've taken a look at your proposal. It's much better than the ones you showed me before, but I'd still like to make some changes.
Do you take a note for an answer? Also, I just know this, don't mind me. Alrighty. Okay, now everything has been taken care of.
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the sixth proposal I've shown you? What's your issue this time?
I don't have money.
It's a bit hard to put into words, but the design still doesn't look quite right to me.
Or you just got scammed and you lied.
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation. Please enlighten me. What would feel more right to you?
Having more money.
For starters, don't you think this roof is jutting out a bit too far from the top? It looks almost like the head of a fungus.
Isn't that just the house of Sumeru? Well, it's probably not.
This door, too. I don't think it needs to be nearly this large. If you could reduce it to around my height, you could use the leftover materials to construct a few more rooms.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. If we were to change them, then what would be left of the design?
Nothing. Well, this person is just searching for a reason, by the way, Kaveh. So you don't need to be mad that person don't have money.
Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. Anyone with the slightest inkling of architectural knowledge would know to leave them alone.
Okay, calm down. Kaveh, hear me out here. How about you design something for my Serenity Pot and I'll pay you whatever you want. This feels so sad.
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course,
But
the truth remains that
I don't.
I'm still a bit unhappy with the design as is. Is there anything else that you can do?
Badawi, you sound familiar, but I don't remember you. You're an NPC. Stop lying. You got some problem here.
Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of all the extraneous sections on the roof so the whole design will just be one vertical structure, similar to that of a tree trunk?
That sounds so bad. What?
What?
Yeah, I agree. What?
Don't architects often say that symmetry makes everything more balanced and pleasing to the eye? This way, the proportions will be completely balanced.
And which part of it is pleasing the eye?
I really don't know how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous idea. Wait, don't tell me. Someone hired you specifically to commission me and put me through the ringer? Come to think of it, though, I really don't think I've gotten on anyone's bad side recently. Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Goodbye. Maybe you can find yourself some other genius who'll be able to satisfy your demands.
Hey, young man, please wait.
Bro, wait, why does that affect? I mean, the heart is the mood of the character, but why does that affect me? me. Come on, bro. I haven't even do anything, and it's already 0. What the heck? It's alright. We can cheer Kaveh up. Also, actually, I tap out. Kaveh look like he's in a bad mood. I should go check up on him and maybe talk to him even. And they need to move. Maybe I need to unplug. Unplug? Maybe I need to get rid of my window button. Yeah, because every time you actually press that button, it will just tap me out of the game. Get rid of the button. Yep. Ah.
I see everything.
Just my luck. Why does this happen to me?
If you are asking why I didn't scan the NPC, it's the same. It's not because I hate them, it's the same. We already scanned before, we already got a thing.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever.
Are you daijoubu? Are you alright?
Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run into you here.
You force your smile, no!
Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern?
I
Don't
stopped
listen
you.
to anyone who says that drinking is an elegant pastime. It's no good for your health.
I only drink juice, smoothie, and that is it. I saw you arguing with someone just now. It's the same, followed you here.
So you saw that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double check that nobody I knew was around.
Ah.
Anyway, thanks for looking out for me. Honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm used to it by now.
The problem is the heart is 0. You are not used to it by now.
Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult.
Agree?
Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Same as last time.
Are you drinking your trouble away?
Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
I'll have a glass of juice. Yeah, you know it. I love our character actually have nothing to do with wine or a bad thing. That is good. I like that.
Wine in a glass of juice, coming right up.
Interesting enough, in this world, in this universe, they never ask you what type of juice you want. There's only one type then.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you could add this one to the list as well, I'd really appreciate it. Arguing with a client is not a good look for me. If word gets out, other potential clients might be afraid to work with me.
Well, it's not your fault. I don't need to keep this a secret. Actually, I'll keep it a secret. Never mind. Now, I understand what you mean. Yeah, just don't tell anybody about this happened. It's alright. We are friends. I do that. Also, what is your last secret? I don't even remember. Oh, you live with Alhi. I see.
That guy, though. What was he even going on about? All those ridiculous demands of his? He's just a blabbering fool trying to act like a know-it-all.
Kaveh seems a lot more honest after he's had some wines. You need to be careful. My eyes look like other character right now.
Another glass, please, boss.
Huh?
I'm not leaving today till someone has to carry me out.
That's the way. Wait, I don't want to carry you. Wait, you're heavy. Please, no.
You've got it, sir.
Yes, sir,
I gotta say, though, it almost feels like you're saying that every other day now.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architectural style. If this was in the past, I'd never have gone through 6 whole drafts trying to accommodate the client's preferences. But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I've worked on so many projects since graduation, and none of them have been approved at the first pass.
Are you in debt? I know this person help people with restaurant, not architectural stuff, but maybe you need to talk to this person. Maybe this person can help you fix stuff, you know, yeah. This rhyme with kitchen nightmare. What, I say nothing. I didn't say anything.
I would spend a lot of time altering my designs, and by the time the clients were finally satisfied, all my passion and enthusiasm would be gone. It feels like I'm straying further and further from my artistic vision with every change I have to make. I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and completely disregarding other people's feedback would also not be a good thing.
You got guns? Oh, it's not gun. It's the meaning of the guns mean.
All of this makes for a real paradox, one that particularly crops up in my work, too. In the end, what is the true meaning of art? Should I see it as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods? Or an expression of the light of my own wisdom?
If you ask Nahida, Nahida will just say, I don't even know. But for me, art means yada yada yada. Yep. Also, again, the gun. Yeah, that's why we're keeping the secret right now. Kaveh is holding a gun.
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after just one glass? Your tolerance is usually much better than that.
Because there's a friend, maybe?
Boss, what do you think is the meaning of art?
Well, here we go.
The meaning of art? Really, my friend, who in Sumeru understands art better than you?
Wow. Alright. Got it. This is... Yeah. If people ask you, this is the great answer. What is the meaning of this? Really? You asked me that? You're the one that understands that the most. You should have already known the answer.
Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know that I'm interested in business, and some patrons are waiting to be served. So, you'll have to excuse me for now. Just holler if you need anything.
Yeah. Inside this person, Rana's just like, please don't ask me. I know nothing. I didn't even go to school.
What do you think, traveler?
Art is beautiful. Yep. Art is something that resonates with the masses. Something that embodies the creator's efforts and dedication. I don't think this is branching path, but who knows? Yeah, creator's effort and dedication. That's what I think. Dedication is the only answer actually, but luckily you got option.
Exactly.
Huh?
So our thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar.
Oh, got it. You can actually fail this if you choose the wrong one.
In Sumeru, and especially Sumeru of the past, the arts are not a popular discussion topic. Trying to talk about the arts is basically the key to killing any conversation.
Well...
It's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Otherwise, we could have talked about this for a little longer.
And then you'll kill our conversation. Gotcha. Kaveh still look dejected, and even the wine didn't help his mood. How can I help cheer him up? Kaveh is a good person, but if it's, you know, other character, Klee, Putao, maybe I'll be like, yeah, let's go. But this one's like, well, we'll try. Maybe I should play it safe and just make a simple suggestion. We have to increase the mood. Okay, everything about this event is increasing the mood. I'll help you convince the client to come to your side now. Oh, this is the branching path. Alright, let's do something else and clear your mind, shall we?
Sounds great to me. I don't even want to think about this project anymore. But what should we do? It's probably not a good idea to just drink until I pass out here.
I mean, I got a friend on Leah, and she is running some stuff called Wangxun Funeral Parlor. Yeah, if you drink until you pass out, I can call her. We should be fine. I can even, you know, cross you to the other side. Why did you decide to become an architect? How about looking into another career? No, I'm pretty sure he will scream. Why did you decide to become an architect?
Huh? Where did that come from?
Okay, that sounds the same if I choose the bottom one.
I mean, it's not like it's some kind of secret. You probably already know some bits and pieces of my past.
Do I? I do. I don't remember.
My mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings, and when I was young, I used to sit next to her and watch her bring all kinds of buildings to life on paper. You could say my interest in architecture just naturally grew with time.
Will she be able to understand how you're feeling right now?
Perhaps. In fact, I have also seen my mother argue with her clients.
Well, that's normal.
But she would always quickly find the motivation to return to her work.
So now you need a motivation. Again, just come to my Serenity Pod, create something there, and I'll pay you. That is it. Well, I know you're not going to hold on to me that much, but still, I do need decorating. Not gonna lie, I'm so bad at it.
Unfortunately, I've barely had any contact with her since she remarried and moved abroad.
Ooh.
Even if I wanted to ask her about her ability to stay positive after an argument, It would seem rude to barge into her life again over something as trivial as that.
Mm, but it's your mother, right? Yeah, in the end of the day, it's your mother. Well, if she still loves you. Wait, what? I didn't say that.
I did remember something else, though. When my mother left, she only carried some small personal luggage with her. She left most of the belongings in the house to me. At the time, she even told me that it would be great if I could learn a few lessons from her life experiences, so my life and career could go a little more smoothly.
But
I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions, and didn't really have it in me to go through any sentimental items, so I just packed anything with memories away in a box and haven't reopened it since. It's been a really long time. Now that so many years have passed, maybe I have finally developed the maturity I need to face those memories without losing my mind. Yeah, I should dig it out and take a look.
it will become emotional and you're going to cry. And I'm going to cry. And we all going to cry. Do you think I can come with you?
Huh? Sorry, I've had too much to drink and wasn't thinking clearly. You're right. I should do these kinds of things with the support of a friend.
Let's go! People that want to... What? English? People that want to become more than friend. You just got friend zone!
Speaking of that, I can call you a friend now, right?
Wait, what? We're not friends this whole time, even though I have tried to increase the friendship? How dare you?
Either way, thanks for reminding me that I can invite you to come along. Had I just gone back by myself, it would have looked like I'm deliberately trying to keep things from you. Ugh, thinking too hard about the words is giving me a headache, so I'll just give it to you straight. Thanks to your advice, I have decided to put my current projects on pause for now, and spend some time trying to rekindle the passion for my craft.
Yeah, no, don't say that. That sounds weird.
If you want to stick around and see how this will turn out, you'll be sure to encounter some bits and pieces of my past. Do you think you'd find that too boring?
I don't think so. I mean, it's curiosity, we're going to learn something, we're going to get something, so it's like... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get bored.
All right, then let's head back together. I mean, you already know where I live.
Well, I actually don't remember.
Who knew that the day would come when I too would have some friends over?
Hey.
Let me see. I should have tidied up the place before I left the house this morning. Alhaitham shouldn't be home now either. He's usually in the records room at this time of the day. Anyway, there's no more time for drinks. I'll go take care of the bill.
Righty, I hope you don't have money so I can pay. But that's not the case. Anyway, where's the person that served? You, right? Is it Lambert? No, it's not Lambert. Got it. You cannot talk to any NPC from the story. Alrighty, Lambert. I'm going to take my leave. To go home with Kaveh. That sounds weird. Does that mean if we pick or change career, we're going to go and talk with Alhaitham or ask Alhaitham together? Who knows? Again, branching path probably that way. And yeah, let's just go home. Where is home? That is home. Hangout event is also always long, so this is gonna take some time. Yay. Oh, this is the house. Last time I got to the wrong house. Right, no wonder I cannot go inside random people's house.
Alhaitham isn't in, so feel free to sit wherever. I'll bring out the box.
I'll sit on the table. There's a banana. Wait, that's not banana. What is that? Alright, bring out the box and dust it off. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. The box is pretty dusty, which means it's already been a while since I've moved into this place, and many years since my mother moved to Fontaine.
Oh! I didn't realize your mother go to Fontaine. I did. Okay. Why everything on the game? Yeah, if it's near new region, they're going to put everything to the game that mention the next location. Why? Everything's like Fontaine. The event is Fontaine. This is Fontaine. That is Fontaine. Can we like don't do that? Also, if you call that dusty, it's interesting.
I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness there.
That is fine, you.
She raised me all by herself after my father passed away. It definitely wasn't easy for her.
Yeah, it's not easy for you as well. Another thing is, I really hope when we move to Fountain, we're going to, meet your mother at least. Or just meet anybody. Also, yeah, now that I remember, yeah, we do already know Kaveh's past. For people that just start playing the game or didn't play the previous event before Duel the Summer Summit, yeah, we know or we learn something from Kaveh from that as well. I actually record a little bit that part. It's the epilogue for that event. So check it out if you want.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things?
Your drawing, maybe? Oh, wait, don't tell me your mother created that. Whoa, that looks like Clee's drawing. Is that a drawing? Book and scroll.
Oh, I remember now. This is a drawing I made in Port Ormos.
When you're a little kid, you draw when you look the building, or you draw and then you give your mother a look, and then your mother create that.
Obviously, I wouldn't call it anything special now, but I was less than 5 years old when I made this drawing. That's more than 20 years ago. You could say it's pretty good for a child of that age.
Got it, more than 20 years ago. So you are 20, not 25, but 26 plus. Gotcha.
Now that I've said that out loud, I suppose I do have some level of artistic talent, right?
It's more like art for drawing, but sure. You don't sound as confident as you used to be. Now, why do you say that?
Criticism and self-doubt have always been a part of the artistic process.
Oh,
Without criticism, there can be no improvement. It's normal for me to question my abilities from time to time.
that's normal.
I admit that I may have spent a little too long questioning myself this time around, but as you know, the heart tends to dwell on whatever it pleases. Anyway, never mind. The more I talk about it, the less confident I feel. Let's see what else we have in the box. My building blocks! It's been years since I've last seen these. When I was a kid, I used to stack them super high, and could even stabilize the tower to keep it from tumbling over.
Wow. So got it. We're hearing the story back when Kaveh is still little. And, just showing his passion on building, maybe architect stuff.
Oh,
What is cute?
and this blueprint. I made it by copying my mother's sketch. And the
Copyright.
aspect ratio was horrendous. It's still technically the first blueprint I made myself, though.
You're not wrong, but copyright.
I was super proud of myself when I finished it, and put it in the same pile as my mother's sketches, hoping she'd notice and compliment me for my good work.
Aww. And then your mother took the wrong one and have headache that day.
Unfortunately, my mother didn't realize that I had put it there. When she had a meeting with a client the next day, she handed my blueprint to him by mistake. The client was completely confused by this new blueprint, but apparently he felt too tongue-tied to question such a famous architect.
Yeah, like, I don't know what art people is thinking, but you know what? I'll just agree with it. That's hilarious.
It was only a few days later that he finally gathered up the courage to pay my mother a visit. He asked, "The door in this blueprint is even taller than the roof. Is this supposed to be part of the design?"
Oh, that sounds familiar with the previous client. What happened after?
My mother took me with her to personally apologize to the client several times.
Aww.
She didn't scold me about it in private, though. Instead, she went over all the steps required to draw a good blueprint and was very patient throughout the whole process. I still remember it like it was yesterday.
That is nice. Instead of scolding, instead of getting mad at you, she teach you. That's what parents need to do. Parents these days, I don't think that's even a thing.
Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box? Huh. What was this again?
A book, a tablet, I don't know. Your magic box. Wait. Oh, that is a key or lock. A notebook with a lock. Okay then.
This is my mother's notebook. She used to write and sketch in it all the time.
Why is it written diary? It's the same.
When I was a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook, and always pestered my mother to let me read it. After asking her a few times, she told me that I could read it as long as I could guess the password. Huh. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with her. Did she leave it to me on purpose?
I mean, you could open it and take a look. You can destroy the lock. You don't, yeah.
If only I could. I never managed to guess the password.
Even after all these years? Well, I guess breaking we go. Destruction.
Hey, it's not a matter of time, it's a matter of inspiration.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we need to guess the password.
Alright.
Who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head, and the answer will just present itself. Let me think.
I don't know if it's number.
What could it be?
I don't know if it's number or word on the password thingy. There's no it's number and word because that are just too much. Guessing it's number. Yeah, that circle always a number. Word just too much to scroll. Well, that size anyway. So your birthday?
I could tell what you were thinking. Don't worry, I tried all the easy guesses a long time ago.
That is easy. If you forgot your birthday, it's not easy.
I've tried my name, my father's name, my mother's name, my grandparents' names on both sides,
Both
and
sides?
all of our birthdays. I've tried every name and number remotely related to my family.
How about try I'll hate him is? I wonder if you know I'll hate him at that time. Who knows? Maybe.
I've even tried stuff like Love You Kaveh, Take Care, and Yours Truly. I've tried every cheesy phrase and well wish in the book, but this lock has refused to budge.
How many digits are there? How many word can you put? That is random.
I wouldn't try that route again. I have a hunch that it won't be that simple. Also, if she really did use something like that, she'd never hear the end of it from the folks over at Haravatat if they ever found out.
Well, we can try asking some of her old acquaintance. Then maybe we should just put it aside for now. Another branching path? I'm curious. This is important memory, so let's ask around.
So we could find someone who was close to my mother and see if they might know anything?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but who should we talk to for that?
I don't know. Do you know any acquaintance?
My mother was never really the one to be social.
Huh?
My father was the one with more friends,
Oof.
but all those connections were severed when he died.
Well...
Let me think. Is there still someone at the academia who would know my mother? Ah, actually, there is someone. Professor Zaha Hadi.
Who?
Huh, you've never really heard of her? She's a famous Kasharwar scholar and leading expert in formal garden design. My mother studied under her as a student many years ago.
Oh, I see. I'm getting a lot of heart. Let's go!
Professor Zaha Hadi published many works during her career, so I was able to learn a lot by studying her essays. If there's anyone who still remembers my mom, it'd be her.
That's good. I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but yeah, the haha, I thought you were fake laughing a moment ago, and I'm like, what happened? Oh, we are calling somebody's name.
She's older now and is no longer teaching at the academia. But if I remember correctly, she spends most of her time around the Bimarstan area.
I have no idea where that is.
Let's go take a look. We might run into her if we're lucky.
It seems like he's super fun with that person. Alright. Wondrous time. Search for Professor Zaha Hadi's location. The name doesn't sound like a girl name, but apparently it's a girl. I'm so sorry. In the end of the day, I don't know how to name stuff, so I cannot be the one that say. Alright, where are we going? Again, I should probably just get rid of the loading screen. I didn't. Okay, let's see.
What am I supposed to do now? Forget it. I'll just head back.
I'm surprised. Oh wait, are you? Wait, don't tell me Tainari is master is Professor Sahahadi. Wait, I forgot. When we started going to Sumeru, I know somebody always mentioned Tainari is master, but have they told, like, for example, he or she? Have they used that before? I forgot what it's called. I don't know.
Tainari? What are you doing here?
Why is Tainari here?
Oh, it's you. Good to finally see you again. I came into the city to buy some experiment reagents, hoping to bring them back with me to Gandharvaville. But as soon as I got here, I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. You've all heard of Cyrus, right?
Nope.
He's an ex-sage and Cyno's adoptive father.
Oh! Wait, really? Taina's adoptive father? What?
I was thinking about going over to ask what's happening. That granny over there may appear old and frail, but her vocal cords certainly sound loud and healthy as ever.
Well,
Granny?
Yeah, she's just over there. You can go check out the situation yourselves in a moment. Kaveh, were you at the tavern?
forgot about the nose.
I had a quick drink or two. Can you still smell the alcohol?
Obviously, it's going to wear off. I know, it's going to still be on your body for like 12 hours plus. So yeah.
Drinking in broad daylight. Really? You want to pass out by the road and get run over by a sumpter beast like some mindless fungus, huh?
Luckily in the city that is not a thing, and also he will rather pass out inside the the bar area. So
And you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him?
why am I the one to blame here? I'm losing a heart. Can I have a heart as well? I'm going to press minus now.
You look like a wreck, Kaveh. What happened? Are you feeling down again?
Also, it's not a right thing to do to stop people immediately. I cannot just do that. Can I? I can't. I'm not good. I cannot, smell wine. Smell is going to make my nose bleed, but still,
You know what? I'm hosting a meal at Pardistii tomorrow evening. Do you want to come?
Ooh.
Huh? Oh, I had no idea. Let me think for a moment. I'll come if I can find some time.
I'm guessing another branching path, so keep going with the granny stuff or join Tainari. Another thing is, Paimon would love to come, but every time we do hang out, there's never a Paimon. I wonder where is Paimon.
All right. Then I'll plan on reserving 2 seats for you. I'll be heading back to Gandharvaville for now. I have a feeling that argument over there is going to continue for quite some time. It might be best if we don't get involved.
A granny who lives nearby. Let's go take a look.
Kaveh is pretty much the person that we talked about. Alright, so where am I going? Behind. Okay, so wait. Tainari just come from there. Tainari is going back to Gandharvaville. Why didn't we just meet Tainari here? So, yeah, why is it there? Well, the point is...
Everyone who...
My tomato. I know Cyrus is the one who picked it.
that is the problem? The tomato? Okay. Alrighty. That's a problem.
So, plan on keeping yourself locked in there, huh? Fine by me. If you're not going to come out, then I'm not going to leave.
There is... Yeah. Shouldn't there be looking... I know they're the one that guard the door, but still.
My tomato was growing so well. It had all the potential to become the best tomato this year. And you cut it straight from the vine.
Ooh, that is bad.
I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Why would I take a tomato that's still weeks from ripening?
I don't know.
You'd have to be awfully green as an investigator to think it was me.
My god, the pun.
You see, the word green here could refer to both the color of the tomato and the fact that your skills could use some.
Enough nonsense. Just come out and face me, you coward.
Yeah, stop arguing, Jesus. People on the surrounding area is just like, what is going on here?
You're out of your mind. If I've actually done something wrong, then get a mantra and pull me out by force, why don't ya?
Well, why didn't you just come out as well? Why did you hide inside?
Oh, why you?
Don't tell me this is...
Professor Zahahadi?
So it is a professor.
And who are you? Oh, Kaveh. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, luck. Okay, so if it's not Kaveh, you're going to scream. That's scary. Now that don't meet this lady at all.
How long has it been? Come on, get over here and let the professor take a good look at you.
That's bad.
Not bad, not bad. You've grown taller again.
I say that is bad because he smells like alcohol right now.
Professor, what's going on here?
Nothing good.
It's no big deal, really. A few of us old scholars got bored in our retirement and decided to put together a vegetable growing competition. At the end, whoever loses will have to go up on stage and do a performance for the winners.
Oh.
Which brings us to our current predicament. My tomato was sure to win until a certain someone decided they couldn't bear to lose.
I see. Gotcha.
Hey, don't try to defame me in front of the kids. If we're airing out each other's dirty laundry now, then why don't we talk about you sneaking into Janat's garden the other night?
Ahem! Lucky for you, seeing these youngsters come to pay their respects today has put me in a better mood. I'll let you off the hook, for now.
A lot of people are having bad mood.
Come on, let's go. We'll take our conversation elsewhere. He doesn't need to be a part of it.
Yes, of course.
What is going on? You guys are just like a married couple in their young age fighting each other. Okay?
Stop trying to break down my doors, Ahahadi. You know I'm not going to come out.
Question, can I keep doing that until this person come out?
Stop trying.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not possible. The third time is a charm.
Stop trying.
Nope, never mind. Fourth time?
Stop.
Fifth? Five?
Stop
Alright, I'm
trying.
going to stop. Okay. Maybe I can change something. Who knows, right? I mean, come on. Anyway.
Is Faranak still doing well?
Who? Oh, the mother?
Yes, as far as I know. She left for Fontaine some time ago and started a new life for herself. She's still doing work related to architecture, though.
Ah, yes. I did hear about that. Did that upset you at all?
No, not at all. She's already sacrificed a lot raising me as a single mother.
That's good to hear. Your mother did struggle quite a bit those few years. It's probably a good thing that she found a new place to call home.
And husband. Anyway.
Sometimes I wonder if things were harder for her because she was so beautiful. People were always drawn to her beauty first, only to realize she had a sensitive and vulnerable heart underneath.
Aww.
She was still quite young when she first joined my class as a student. Beautiful and radiant with her golden hair, yet quiet and single-minded. She seemed like a lass from some aristocratic house who was seeing the outside world for the first time.
Wait. Klee mother playable question mark? Does that mean Kaveh's mother in the future going to be a character in game as well? Playable is not the right word. I'm so sorry for that.
She had to make a lot of drastic changes in her life to raise you on her own. Even during her time in the academia, she was a thorough perfectionist. If she was unsatisfied with something she had made, she'd insist on redoing it, even if I was perfectly happy with it. She had many admirers, and they'd always fill up the first few rows of seats, hoping they could get closer to her sitting in the first row. If it were any of my other classes, you'd have found nobody sitting in the front.
That's called youth.
But every time I saw her, she was always in that same rigid pose. She'd have one hand on her forehead with the other clutching her pencil. Her eyebrows would be knitted in a frown as she concentrated on the blueprint in front of her.
I'm sure she had many difficult moments in her life. How did she cope with the stress?
I'm not too sure. She never talked about such things with me. She rarely opened up to other people, you know. I do remember one time, though, when she got into a heated argument with a friend. She said something I found very memorable. She said, "True art cannot be understood, but as an artist, I wish some people could understand its meaning and value."
Ooh, a word there for other people. Let's go.
If you ask me, that's probably the greatest source of pain for geniuses of their craft. It's extremely hard for them to find someone who can truly understand their ideas.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be...
Understanding?
I tried both just now. Seems those aren't it either.
Got it. Understanding and acknowledgement. Yes, pretty much combined.
What are you trying to do?
Open this thing! I know in the end of the day you can just destroy it, yeah. Imagine Zahadi is going to just say like, how about destroy it? Have you think about destroying the lock? It's easier, I mean, come on, you can buy a new lock, right?
My mother left her notebook to me, but it has a password and I haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm trying to learn more about her so I'd have a better chance at cracking the code. Thank you for all that you told us.
It's the least I can do. Talking to youngsters like yourself makes me feel younger too. Honestly, looking at you now, I can see how much you resemble her. It's almost as if she's standing right in front of me again. Your personalities are quite alike, too. You're both stubborn and both a little awkward. Of course, I'm sure the similarities are mostly superficial. But so long as you continue to harbor those traits, you'll find a lot of difficulties in your work. I've taught a lot of students over my career, and in my experience, very few genius architects of Ksharawar ever found happiness for themselves. They would know exactly what they want to express and fight for it tooth and nail, which inevitably led to arguments with their clients. Some clients would choose to respect the architect's vision or just let the argument go because of the architect's reputation, but those are the rare ones. When Farnak first graduated, she was getting into arguments with her clients nearly every single day. I think it only got a little better when she met your father.
I see. But could he understand the designs my mother made?
No, I think they were probably beyond him, too. But despite that, he still stayed next to her, listening to her joys and sharing in her sorrows. Farnak had many admirers, but she ended up choosing your father. His support probably played a part in that decision.
So instead of understanding, perhaps all we need is just companionship.
Where is this going? This is going with, I mean, if you're using a boy character, it's like, okay, you just need friend. I'm using Lumin right now, so wait, where is this going? Maybe that's what she was trying to tell you?
Huh. It worked.
You need a companionship. It's alright. We're doing companion stuff right now. I also try to rise friendship to level 10. You good, we good.
Oh, was that the right password?
Yep.
Yes!
Then you should be on your way, child. Find a quiet place and see what she wanted to say to you.
Al-Haydam shouldn't have come home yet, right? I mean, we didn't spend that much time yet. Also, why didn't this go up? Come on.
Being the awkward person that she is, I suppose there were many things that Farnak could never say out loud. Instead, she probably left them in her diary, hoping that they would make their way to you one day.
This is where we open the diary and just a lot of curse in the work.
If you're ever in a mood to chat
Find a book.
again, just come and find me here. You're always welcome to discuss architecture topics with me as well.
Yeah, actually, why? That is another option. Now that she said that, you can just bring the architect that you just create and the client that, talk about and talk to Zahadi. Probably will say the client's just ridiculous.
Thank you so much, Professor.
There's no need to be so formal. I'll let you kids go. It's time for me to take another stroll around the vegetable garden.
Your vegetable garden, right? Not others is.
I wonder what my mother could have written about.
That should go up. Kaveh start quickly flipping through the
They
diary.
all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. On the other hand, though, structural mechanics is definitely a pain, no matter how you try to approach it. I doubled down and managed to get through it in the end.
Oh, that's nice. Also got voice act for the mother. That's big. Well, obviously there should be.
I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much of him. But now, I feel very happy whenever I get to spend time with him.
Ooh, this is spicy. This is getting spicy.
We decided to name our son Kaveh.
Huh?
I don't think a younger me would have ever imagined forming such an intimate bond with another person.
We don't need to talk
Back
about that.
then, I lived only in the shadow of myself, as well as that of the dream in my heart.
I feel like this is going weird.
The bad news came. And even though it's been several days now, I still can't bring myself to come to terms with what happened. My eyes are so swollen it's hard to see. What if they're all lying to me? And this is just a long, cruel dream.
Oh, I really hope that is the case.
But I have to face reality. I still have someone to take care of. No matter what happens, I'll do my best to raise my son on my own.
That is so sad. No.
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother.
Oh. Oh, wait, what? So, Al-Haydam is father, Kaveh is father, Pinar is father. I have no idea who you are. Doesn't look like anybody. Is that a case? Ooh, maybe?
This blonde man was probably my father. But who are the other people in the picture? Huh? Why do a few of them look somewhat familiar?
So I am right then. Al-Haydam is father and also Pinar is father. Yeah, they do seem familiar.
From the dates in the notebook, she probably drew this more than 30 years ago. I hadn't even been born yet.
Oh.
Maybe we were thinking too much. Oh, there are a few lines written in the diary about this as well.
The one who invited us to the gathering is a talkative woman. Including us, 3 couples showed up. There was also a person who came alone. The talkative woman introduced everyone to each other. She spoke really quickly, so I couldn't quite catch everything she said. But I also didn't feel like asking her to repeat herself.
So I only say, yeah, I see. That is it. We're just, yeah. If someone talk too fast, you're just going to like, I see. Good. That is it. That sounds so cruel, but at the same time, yeah, maybe that person needs to slow down.
My husband seems to be friends with the man with long ears. I couldn't really join their conversation, so I've resigned myself to sitting in a corner and drawing in my notebook.
That sounds so sad.
I don't think I'd be able to become friends with any of these people, especially that stiff-looking couple.
Okay, so got it. Again, long hair, special, only Tainari, stiff-looking couple, obviously only reading Al-Haydam's father. What's the other one?
That man is certainly very handsome.
Huh?
But he would constantly alternate between disjointed and serious ways of talking. His wife is a bit more bearable. We were not acquainted with each other to begin with, and I doubt we'll see each other again after this gathering. The ambiance of this gathering is surprisingly pleasant, however. Talking to people can allow us to find some peace after a long day.
That is a good one. Another thing is, well, not talking to people, talking to friends. If we see based of, I want to say based off the previous event, maybe we can see who is the last person. I want to say Layla is, but now that I think about it, I don't think that's Layla is. There are indeed 4 people at that. Oh right, there's Cole as well. Okay, there's no way that's one is Cole. Okay, none of them maybe.
Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future. I hope he'll be able to make many friends.
Oh. Okay, got it. So they only explain the, well, again, long ear, and also the stiff. So the other person is just NPC, not even exists.
Who would have thought my mother used to attend that kind of thing? It seemed she was only good at talking about her own work and found it difficult to join into other conversations. As a result, she often kept to herself and would be off to the side, drawing.
Hmm. Yeah, got it. We only talk about the other two. The last one, God knows who is that. I mean, if I ask Nahida, Nahida probably know.
There's more written on the back. Oh, it seems like it was written to me.
Kaveh, I was both overjoyed and distressed when I learned of your decision to continue your studies in Kasharwar. You are very talented, and I am confident that you will become an architect of much acclaim. However, the more talented you are as an artist, the more misery and anguish you may encounter.
Because a client don't understand?
No one will be able to help you during your journey as an artist.
Because they don't know?
But outside of your life as a creator, you can learn to form connections with other people and enjoy many other things in life. It's the only way to alleviate your suffering. Whenever you feel down, seek out a friend to sit and have a chat. You can accumulate joy and fulfillment by spending time with them. The positive feelings you gain will get you through the long and difficult years. Never forget that companionship is the most important thing of all.
Oh, that is good. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Don't mind me, take a screenshot. Where is it? Screenshot, there you go. Alrighty. We're done. Anyway.
So that's the answer she prepared for me. She really thought long and hard about me and my future. Well, now that I've read her words, do you think I should accept Tainari's invite and attend that dinner at Pardis Di?
Wait, you're actually considering not going? What?
The thought definitely crossed my mind. Although it'd be nice to get together with friends and chat the night away, I don't want to bring down other people's moods because I'm sad.
Oh, that's why. I mean, it's joy. You can just share some stuff, it's not going to be sad. Still party.
Besides, don't most people hate the feeling of seeing their friends troubled and being unable to help? And what's worse, nearly all of my problems can't be easily resolved with some encouraging words or gesture.
Okay, you just. Wow. Okay. I never think like that. Crazy. Wow. You just don't want people to feel helpless. Okay. Alright.
And don't forget, I'm also older than all of them.
Well,
As their senior, I should appear to be a bit more responsible.
you don't have to. A lot of people think like this. You don't actually have to. In the end, we are same human. It doesn't matter how old you are. Still, you have to act nicely though. Nice thing is nice. But Tanari saw right through you. Yeah, there's no point. It's normal for a friend to take care of each other. There you go. Doesn't matter the age.
You're not wrong, but I keep feeling like I haven't really helped them much in return.
I mean, does it matter that much? It doesn't. It's friend. It's always fun to have you around, Kaveh. So, yeah.
Wait, do you mean it? You're not making fun of me, are you?
We're going to have fun. So does that count?
I've gotten so used to sarcasm that I can't tell what's genuinely a compliment anymore. Wait, by fun, did you mean...
Mean what? We're going to have fun with the party. What? Also, you're used to sarcasm. Gosh darn it, I'll hate him.
You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'll see you tomorrow at Pardis Di.
Yeah. I have no idea what you talk about, not gonna lie. Alright, so wait until 16 following of the day. Parties DI. You are still arguing with the tomatoes?
We'll see how long you can stay cooped up in there. Maybe I'll pay a little visit to Cyrus's vegetable garden.
after the story, we're still... Really? Zahadi is still arguing back and forth with Cyrus. It seems that they are not actually angry anymore, but just arguing to pass the time.
We'll see how long you can stay cooped up in there.
Also, we're going to Pardis DI. Oh, the party is not on Gandharvaville, but on Pardis DI. Alright, let me set the time and get ready. Trending first ending, as always for me. So let's see. I hope it's the best ending. I mean, party's DI and a party. Come on, that's the best. It's not personal, only two of us type stuff, but still.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Like, for some reason, that suits the story. Oh, it's up there. Wait, is that side note? As far as I know, that is side note. Wait, can I scan them before going there? I don't think I can. Ah, okay, fall down, help. That is indeed side note. Alright.
Everyone hold hands.
Once dinner's over, I'll tell them the joke I came up with yesterday.
Oh no, I forgot about side note. Oh no, no, all of us are going to choke to death.
We'll need to put our heads together about Kale's studies.
Oh, they're thinking for Kale. Nice. I forgot about side note.
Alhaitham also got my invite, right? Will he be coming to join us?
I have no idea about that. We haven't met him.
That guy? He's never been a fan of social gatherings. I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you.
Also, by the way, I haven't eaten yet. That looked tasty. It looks sweet rather than,
Are you sure? Alright then. I guess we won't wait for him.
Ah, well, it is what it is. I mean, there are fruits, so I'm guessing that is fruit. I don't know if there's any meat.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, maybe we should give him a little more time. We can keep chatting for a while longer.
Let's hear side of his joke. I love how Kaveh just say that. That sounds like sarcasm.
Oh, sure.
You still haven't told me, what's the occasion for getting us together here at Pardis DI?
We're celebrating the end of the first phase of Kale's studies.
Ah,
I wanted to thank you all for the help you've given her along the way.
wait, yeah, I thought visiting this party we're going to meet Kale. That's why I'm looking forward to it as well. What is Kale? Come on.
Then where's Kale?
Yeah, where's Kale?
She said she wanted to show everyone a bit of what she's learned, so she's still doing some last-minute prep at home. She'll be here shortly.
Oh, we are waiting for Kale. That's good. I hope we meet Kale. I swear if it is ending without Kale, I swear I'm going to bombard this area.
Anyway, let's get started.
Anyway.
To tell you the truth, I'm actually not so confident that the second phase will go as well as the first.
Ah, okay, let's not get her with sad mood. Let's be happy.
The curriculum will become a lot more involved, and I'm worried that she won't be able to get through all of it. I was hoping we could brainstorm about it together before she gets here.
Okay.
I knew this wouldn't be just a simple free dinner. Is that why you also invited Alhaitham?
Oh, come on, don't think it like that. We will help each other, help each other, friend. Oh, wait! Does that mean the other person is Sino's father then? I mean, I didn't know. Yeah, because Alhaitham is here, and then Tainara is here, and then Sino is here. Well, is it adoptive father? Who knows? Yeah, it's like all gathering. Does that mean I'm the side person that's going to draw? Well, not a couple, but still.
Yes, I thought it would be good if we could all put our heads together about this.
It's going to be the picture then. Alhaitham's going to be here.
Anyway, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. What did you guys do when you ran into a problem that you didn't know how to solve?
Not this
or
again.
got assigned a project that you knew you weren't going to finish on time?
We go back and check our parents' belonging. No? Yeah, we read our parents' diary.
Never happened to me.
Ah, well,
I'd just pull another all-nighter.
well.
You two are hopeless. Does anyone have a more useful answer to the question?
That is straightforward. Yeah, I know we are the one that keep helping. Perhaps you could adjust the pace, or not the pace, the pace of the curriculum, so it will fit Kale more. Cause you have been her teacher for a long time, so you know how she learned. You can adjust the pace, right?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I know, right?
Confidence is the most important thing. Once you lose your sense of confidence, it'll become all but impossible to find the motivation to study.
This could be a potential direction. I have already redesigned the literacy curriculum, and I was originally hoping to ask Alhaitham for his opinion. But
That is not a good thing. Yeah, that's a bad thing.
It's very simple. Instead of focusing on the amount of material you would like to teach, focus on the amount the student would be able to remember.
Ooh, that's also a good tip. Nice, Al Haydam is here. Surprise, surprise. I guess friend in the end, right? Friend in the end?
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably count the number of times you've actually come to gatherings like this on just one hand.
It's still more than the number of times you've managed to get a proposal approved on the first try.
Oh, emotional damage. Ouch, that hurt. That hurt.
As long as you're still aware. So, what made the difference this time? Are you looking to drink your sorrows away with some friends?
Oh, if I'll hate him say, is it perhaps not you? Then, yeah.
That's your purpose for being here, not mine. Don't project your ways of thinking onto me.
Got it. So Kaveh always say that. Kaveh always say other people, but in the end, it's himself. We're seeing two couples arguing with each other right now. Ooh, I know this will come out, but I didn't know it will straight out.
So you're saying the only reason you came is to help Tainari with his brainstorming?
Precisely. Kale will have a long road in front of her.
Nice.
Hey, just to get one thing clear. Even if Kale manages to make her way to the academia, we cannot let her enroll in her avatat. Kasharawar is obviously the best choice for her. She's been a trainee forest ranger for so long, she'll definitely be good with her hands.
With her hands? I see. What? I didn't say anything. Anyway, sorry, children. Another thing is, are we going to debate which one she is going to go in? We got Sino as well over there. We got, Tainar. Yeah, are we going to... In the end, let's just let her choose.
What are you saying? Spontamad is the better choice. It's where I graduated from, after all.
I knew it. Okay, stop arguing, people. Let's not... Just let Kale choose her path, alright?
Then what about Amorta? That's the darshan her master actually graduated from.
I'm pretty sure Tainar will say something more useful.
There are only 2 other darshans left. We might as well select all of them on her enrollment application.
What is wrong with you guys? Stop it.
You? I'm trying to have a serious discussion here. Traveler, you aren't associated with any of the 6 darshans. In your opinion, which darshan would be the best choice for Kale?
I think she should get through the second phase of her studies first, and then let her choose her own, rather than me choosing for her. Yeah, she need to chase her dream, not, you guys decide the dream.
Well said.
You're welcome.
Agreed. And my goal in inviting you here was to gather some thoughts on the execution of this second phase.
Phase 2 far exceeds Phase 1 in both curriculum complexity and the speed of instruction. I hope Kale has prepared herself for what is coming.
She probably have prepared. Also, I'm so sorry I said about the head stuff. We'll just ignore that. You know what? Don't even talk about it.
Hey, what are you thinking now? Please don't tell me you're planning on lending her those abstruse books from your home library.
If Paimon and me don't understand, I don't know how Kale will understand, so please no.
Actually, I was thinking about lending her a professions guide.
Professions guide?
I'll make sure to write, "Don't become an architect" on the front page of that.
Well. But don't you love your job, Kaveh? Why would you write them?
You're right. I can't deny that.
Wait, am I going to get the first achievement? Maybe the achievement is to get full heart?
Is there another phase after Phase 2? What's the ultimate goal of all of this? Are we trying to prepare her for a job in the academia?
It's nice of you guys, actually. I enjoy this a lot.
We don't need to think that far ahead. Hold that thought, though. I think my vegetables are done.
What do you mean they are done? Are we waiting to harvest them? Wait, what? I didn't even see any cooking pot here. Everyone enjoy relaxed and pleasant dinners until Kale come.
I'm telling you, that client had no idea what he was talking about. No matter what I did, he had something bad to say about it.
Right, Kaveh is already drunk. Something happened to the heart. I guess it exceeded the amount. I don't know.
Have you considered finding another client?
Oof.
Ah, they're all the same. I haven't had a good night's sleep for months now. Who do they think they are, ordering me to alter my design over and over again just because they have some mora?
I mean, you need it. Also, wow, you are drunk.
It's too late now to change careers. You might as well try to find some joy in the pain.
Got it. I know that's branching path. Well,
Besides, you'll be getting up in the middle of the night to make edits to your own design even when the client doesn't request it.
No. That's not true.
I'm pretty sure it's true. I'll hate them will not lie.
Cheer up, Kaveh. I'll tell you a new joke.
No, please, it's going to zero the heart. Please, no. I have worked so hard, Sino. Please, no.
We'll save that for the end, Sino. You can keep it to yourself until then.
Sorry, Sino. You can tell me. You don't need to tell to them. You can tell me. I will love to hear it, but don't tell. Yeah, I don't want the heart to become zero. But please tell me.
Whatever. I'm not going to use my brain anymore. Let's drink tonight to our heart's content.
It only contain 5. Where's Coley? Where is Coley? Oh, we are with Coley. Okay, that's good. So, in the end, it's Kaveh's father, Alhaidam's father, Tainari's father, and Sino's father then. Interesting. I was wondering who's the last one, Sino. Leisurely gathering. The positive feeling you gain will get you through the long and difficult years. Ah, that is nice one. Alright, I enjoy that one. At least in the end we get them to full heart. Doesn't seem like get another... Yeah, it doesn't seem like get any achievement at all. Alright. Either way, again, clearing every single achievement and doing certain path and also certain challenge or achievement will give you achievement. Anyway, you already see the branching path, changing career here. So let's go through the changing career and let's go to the other path. Maybe the other path is the one that I said. And who knows? Either way, let's go to this one.
If you're not
Past
sure what
mementos.
to do next,
I'm just going to cut
how about I take
to
you...
the chase. And when the branching path is there, we change. Alright. Okay, we found it. So this is the changing path, the notebook. Or diary. But where's the option actually?
Ah, this is my mother's notebook.
Yeah.
She used to write and sketch in it all the time.
Again, diary.
When I was a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook. Huh. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with her.
I should have just cut to the chase.
If only I could. Hey, it's not a matter of time, it's a matter... Who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head.
Your name?
And the... I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried my name, I've even tried stuff like Love You Kaveh. I wouldn't try that route again.
Okay, then the changing path. Maybe we should just put it aside for now and, go for something else.
Yeah, you're right. Although I was hoping to find some words of wisdom from my mother, if I stop and think about it, her words may not be the advice that I need to hear right at this moment.
No, it actually is, because we have gone through that route. Another thing is, this changed the entire path, because, yeah, by visiting the old master, or not, old master, what is it again? Professor? Something like that. The point is, the teacher, we met Tainari, but suddenly we didn't go to that path, so we didn't help them. And also, that's my true ending. I just noticed.
Everyone's life journey is different. Ah, I just got an idea, though. If I want to rekindle the creative passion that I had before, instead of trying to unlock an old notebook, why don't I take a walk around the parts of town that had changed my life?
Hey, that sounds good. Also, I'm so sorry I skipped. I'm used to skipping because, I need to go back here. I didn't use my brain.
What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I'm glad you agree. Then let's start by taking a quick stroll around the academia.
Alrighty. So we're running. Maybe we'll meet Alhaidam there. I don't know. Go to the House of Dane. Yeah, maybe we'll run to... Yeah, we'll meet. Open the door.
Body and mind.
Oh, I actually need to go inside the House of Dane. I mean, still too early, right? That is... Alright, Tainari is still...
Time to act.
Or not still, Tainari is going home at this time. So we just gone to House of Dane. So it's still a long way until Alhaidam go to the party. Alright. I'm guessing they're going to get an invite after, not now. Yeah, probably. Anyway, they'll still meet up with each other, but we're going to see them for this part.
Of all the places in the academia, I remember this one most. When my studies got busy, I used to pull all-nighters here trying to finish my blueprints.
You sounds like you almost miss it. Almost.
Who doesn't miss their time at the academia?
I don't.
Life was a lot simpler then, and we all had far less troubles.
Okay, maybe that is true, but too much book and I don't read.
I created many designs that I thought were beautiful in the House of Dana. I drew whatever came to mind, since I didn't have to care about budget constraints or turning them into reality.
Why did you like to draw in the House of Dane?
If I had to give a reason, it'd probably be because I like the ambiance here.
Quiet and silence?
The academia also had a rule that allowed scholars to annotate any physical books they came across. As a result, the books here are chock full of scholars' wisdom across many generations.
Oh, I see. But well, if in reality right now it's just pretty much destroying a book. Yeah, they call it destroying book, even though you only write something down. And if anything, people probably draw something that is not safe. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like the 8th number. And yeah. Anyway, we are not going to talk about that anymore. And the S word.
Oh, here, this is a great example. This book, History of Ancient Sumeru Architecture, contains some analysis that I did many years ago. Huh? Why is Alhatham's handwriting also in here? When did he ever read this book?
A moment ago.
I guess it's probably from when we worked on that research project together. Anyway, he probably never cared to tell you this, but the House of Dana is where Alhatham and I first met. I came here to do my homework, and saw him sitting by himself next to that row of bookshelves. A group of Haravatat scholars were chatting near him, but he looked as if he was too lazy to join them. There was a pretty stark difference between him and all the rest of them.
Got it.
It was my fault for feeling bad for him. I thought he must have gotten into some kind of trouble and went over to ask if he needed anything, not realizing that...
Dad?
Not realizing that you were in fact the one in a whole heap of trouble?
Well...
Alhatham? Why are you here?
Probably the invitation and about to tell us that. The one that got in trouble is you. Well, I mean, in the end, you guys meeting is a good thing because you now got a house, right? At least to sleep. Come on, I mean, that's not that bad. Another thing that I want to talk about is, I feel like Alhatham going to keep writing everything, Kaveh write down or no.
The House of Dana is a public space. Anyone can come here, no?
Yeah, that's not the question. What he meant is, what a coincidence you are here.
But shouldn't you be at the records room at this hour? You're not here to watch me make a fool of myself, are you?
Oh, we're going to find out why. Why Alhatham got time to go there, maybe? To the party?
You think I would derive amusement from watching you fall into depression over your life's various troubles? If that's the case, then I suppose I must have been entertaining myself for years.
Alright. Don't say that.
I came here to pick up a few files. If your voice hadn't managed to get through my soundproof earpieces, I probably wouldn't have noticed you.
All right. I admit I was probably overreacting just now.
And also loud. Well, want to continue the story? I don't know what happened next. Tell me.
Probably not when he's right here with us.
Well,
as his senior, I shouldn't try to tarnish his reputation.
It's alright. It's just we are friends, no?
There was nothing embarrassing or shameful about it.
Aha, so it doesn't matter.
When I was still a student at the academia, I once collaborated with Kaveh on a research project. A collaboration is usually beneficial for all parties, but due to issues with our personalities, we ended up going our separate ways before completing the project. We had a number of differences, and they remain unresolved even today. But there's no point going into that right now.
Good. You know, back in the day, I know I shouldn't say this, but my teacher was like, eventually you're going to work with somebody, when you are adult, you're going to work with somebody that, doesn't go with you, you're a bad person. Yeah, that's why, this group of work, you guys need to work together, whatever the case is. And I hate it. Bro, those people are just buds.
The more important question is, why are you at the House of Dana?
Kaveh is feeling a little...
As a senior scholar, isn't it my responsibility to offer my friend a quick tour and explanation of the Academia's architecture?
Yeah, anyway.
I see. Then let me guess. Your next stop will be the pavilions around Razan Garden? Our famed architect sure loves showing off that corner to all his friends.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Oh, and Kaveh, a lot of the books you annotated have been moved to the innermost section of that bookshelf over there. You'll have to dig them out yourself if you need to find them.
Huh? But why would you know that? Don't tell me you finally had an epiphany and realized that there's great virtue in respecting your elders' work.
Now he's just correcting what you write down.
Sure, if that will give you some self-confidence.
Well,
leave any words of thanks you may have to the ex-Grand Conservator. The last time he was here, he was complaining that he had received reports from current students. The main grievance being that the annotations are too long and difficult to read.
You don't need to say that, but well, apparently whatever Kaveh write down is too difficult and too long to know about or to read.
As a result, the books you annotated have been moved to the back shelves.
What? But all of my annotations were extremely important. Instead of reporting me, they should have been thanking me for my service. The notes that I took, they couldn't have asked for a better analysis of those books.
Well, I know you use it or you write it down based off your experience, but it's probably too difficult.
Okay, just you wait. I'm going to fix this right now. I'll dig all the books out and return them to the proper shelves.
Now, at least we get rid of her brain trying to do something.
Oh, we'll wait.
Waiting is about all we can do. But will you wait? Aren't you on the record room a moment ago?
Anyway, you were about to say he's feeling a bit down?
Yes, I know you know him. You guys are good friends, even though you guys argue a lot. He was put through the ringer recently by a particular difficult client again.
Put through the ringer.
Yes.
What an interesting phrase.
I mean...
I assume he used those exact words himself?
It doesn't seem far from the truth though, right?
He probably did suffer quite a bit, that's true. He always spends a lot of time editing his proposals, with the goal of satisfying as many of the client's preferences as possible.
Well, not that much client is happy.
But the satisfaction of one client will not translate to general satisfaction with his work. Many problems in life can only be solved by a fundamental change of attitude. As the leading genius of Ksharawar, Kaveh should have both the right and the confidence to reject any unreasonable demands.
Oh, but the problem is he never want to reject. I see.
There are plenty of architects in Sumeru who are inferior to him in skill, yet far more irascible in temperament. What's more, there are plenty of people who look up to such individuals as paragons of staying true to one's principles.
So the problem is with Kaveh. Well, we already know that from the past event, but if people miss the event, people need still to know this. I see.
Clearly, his predicament is inevitable, since he holds other people's feelings as more important than his own.
And you don't. Well...
Of course, each person is different, and we should respect the paths that they have chosen for themselves. Admonitions will serve no purpose. People tend to succumb to familiar pitfalls, and this is especially true for those who believe it's their duty to carry more burdens on their shoulders.
There are too much to learn when we talk to Al-Haytham there. Too much slice of life. There are two that I didn't even...
Looks like you were having an enjoyable chat while I was gone. Were you talking about me by any chance?
That one.
What do you think?
What else is there to talk about? Surely no one would be interested in talking about the files that you were browsing through earlier. Anyway, you should take a look at this. Look at this comment on page 82. Dear Kaveh, thank you so much for annotating this book in such detail. It was a great help to me.
That is nice. This is where we found out that it's from Al-Haytham.
See that? Now that's how a student should treat their seniors.
And it looks like you're already in a much better mood now. It really doesn't take much to make you happy, huh?
But it's so hard for you to make it happen, Al-Haytham. Well, you don't want to make that, but still.
Me happy? I'm mocking that retired blockhead for being so full of himself. He understands nothing about the true beauty of architecture. When I can find some time, I'll have a serious talk with him about making sure these books are put where they belong.
Also, I wonder who write the thanks. Maybe we'll know who. Maybe it's Layla's others, who knows?
Why don't you just move all the books yourself? It's not like he hasn't cursed you out before. What was that nickname he gave you while you were in the academia? The Urchin of Kasharawar?
Yo, wait, what? Also, it's not Layla. Layla, there's no Layla in that book. So wait, what?
Kaveh had a habit of scribbling and writing in all kinds of books.
Ah.
Hey! You didn't need to bring that up. At least not when I'm still standing here.
Why is it urgent then? Also, like I said, Kevin, it doesn't matter if, Al-Haydam is here. Oh, they show us the difference between the one that care about others' feelings and the one that don't. Kaveh care about Al-Haydam's feelings, so that's why Kaveh said let's not talk about it while Al-Haydam is here. But on the other side, yeah, Al-Haydam is the other way around. Interesting.
Oh, actually, I also found a really old sketch in one of the books over there. See? Doesn't it remind you of something?
I don't really get it. What is that? An art bridge?
Huh? Don't tell me even you don't get it.
Don't ask me. This is the time you specifically put aside to brag about yourself. Feel free to hoard all the spotlight you want.
You... In that case, allow me to explain. Although this sketch is a little abstract, you can plainly see from the road plans that this was an original concept for the expansion of Port Ormos.
Oh.
We can also plainly see that the designer was a huge fan of this project. It's the project he loves to talk about the most, second to the Palace of Alcazarzare.
If I don't keep bringing up the neat projects that I've done, how would anyone know that I was the one who did them in the first place?
Gotcha, so it's yours? Ah, I see.
There shouldn't be any complaints about Port Ormos. If I remember correctly, the construction process was very smooth, everything was made ready ahead of time, and there were very few safety concerns.
There are indeed no records of any complaints about this project. A most impressive achievement.
But you cannot read people's mind. Yeah. Well, actually you can, but not now.
See? What did I tell you?
But...
Come on, let's take a stroll through Port Ormos next. I'll tell you all about the designs I made for the place.
So Al-Haydam's not going to say but, no? Are you going to come to... Okay, are you going to come to Al-Haydam? No, I got invited to somewhere.
No need. It's almost time to clock out for the day, and I don't intend on bringing any unfinished work home.
Suit yourself. It's not like you know how to appreciate artistry anyway. Let's go, traveler. I'll take you to Port Ormos.
About time to clock out. Wait, does that mean the party start after this then? Well, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, ooh, there are new books on the... yeah, never mind, it's just reading. The Almanac contains information of all kinds of avian species in the Avidia forest, with note on their natural behavior and conservation status. A number of corrections have been made to the list of figures. Judging from the handwriting, they must have been pretty recent. Which I have no idea who is. Why they read it like that? A brand new volume seems like very few people have been interested in reading it. There are almost no annotation in the book, but the daring speculation made by the original author has been unceremoniously crossed out by a reader. That means that book is not good then. I think that is it. Alright, we're just checking people's annotation, it seems like. Alright, next one is having a stroll around Port Ormos. So we're not going to visit the party at all, then with that being said. At least it will be nice Kaveh join them, right? But it seems like... Kaveh didn't get the invite, so... Who knows, maybe after this part. Not me. It's like brother and sister walking across the bridge. Oh, this is the bridge.
Port Ormos.
Wait, does that mean this is the bridge that we just saw? Did you decide one of the building here?
No, I didn't design any one specific building. Most of my work here concerned structural renovation.
Oh.
Port Ormos had already existed since I was still a young child. It wasn't as large as it is now, though. It only came to its current size after a sizable expansion. I was part of that project.
At the bottom right, interesting, they purposely show us that.
The arch bridge over there, for example, that was one of my designs.
Oh, how did you come up with the idea?
When I was first tasked with the project, I decided to reference the growth patterns of nearby trees to split Port Ormos into 2 levels. My goal was to improve the overall utilization of space. We ran into a lot of issues during construction, but thankfully, we were still able to achieve the original vision.
I mean, if somebody fall down, they will just be swimming, so it's fine.
Residents can now behold all the ships entering and leaving the harbor from the vantage point of the bridge, while visitors can recognize the site of Port Ormos from a long ways away.
I see.
I was still young and new to the trade back then. I could hardly believe that an idea in my head could become reality and remain in the world for many years to come. The true cornerstone of the creative process. The point about the design that will be ultimately used to judge its true worth. It was the first time that it became crystal clear in my mind. Once built, a building will continue to stand. Countless people will see it, and countless more will step inside it. Its final worth, whether it's good or bad, will be assessed by the countless generations of people that interact with the building during their lives.
Why the heck this path got so much slice of life? Why? Good word. I'm sure the residents of Paramers really enjoy it. I think it's cool.
You think so?
Ooh.
I'm glad to hear that. But even with this project, I still had one small regret.
I don't know if the top one will give you 2 heart, but hey, saying I'm happy gives 2 heart, so that's good.
My budget was tight, and I was unable to use the higher quality timber I had originally intended for the design. I knew that some concessions on aesthetics would be needed as soon as I agreed to a proposal that prioritized the practical functions of the project.
Why wouldn't they just use their money then? Why you are the one that use it?
Us creative types know better than anyone that most projects cannot be completed without a few regrets. Even the Palace of Alcazarzaray was not perfect.
But having no regrets will also mean you had no higher hopes for the future though.
Yeah, you're right. I should learn to look toward future opportunities and believe that any regrets I have can be overcome in time.
Yeah, it can be overcome.
We've spent long enough here. There's still one last place I want to go, but it's a little far. Would you be interested in a quick trip to the desert?
I wouldn't mind. Oh, are we going to that location, safe location, separate between desert and Sumeru? Also, another thing is I just noticed. Yeah, the thing that Alhaitham talk about, Kaveh is going to bring friend to somewhere. It indeed happened. So Kaveh actually bringing us to those spots.
Great. Most of my projects over the last few years have had something to do with the desert, partially because there's a special place there that I often visit. This is a rare opportunity, so why don't you come along and see it for yourself? If you ever feel down, maybe you'll be able to go there and feel better too.
If I go down, I don't think I'm playing Genshin. I don't know. I'll be playing games, but not Genshin. I mean, what will I do, right? Oh. Wait, what? It's here? I thought it was, what is it? I thought it was Caravan Rebot. Oh. Alright. Maybe the achievement is here. I'm guessing achievement's probably here. We'll just see, we'll just see.
Who would have thought that so many primal constructs could have congregated here while I was gone? We won't be able to sit and talk peacefully with these guys around. Let's clear the area.
Who is this guy? That is not a guy. Also, I need to lower the volume, but that is not a guy. Oh, we got Kaveh trial. Not like it will help at all. I mean, I'm using blue team,
Don't be scared.
so it does help
No, my sword.
if I find a button. Oh, with that being said, before you kill that last enemy, well,
Isn't this place great? I often come here to clear my mind when I'm dealing with a difficult situation.
I'm about to check the stats, but never mind.
You know what I mean. Everyone finds themselves in frustrating situations once in a while.
They do actually.
Just take me as an example. My family life got shaken up quite a bit when I was young. I struggled in school, and I got into a huge pile of debt building the Palace of Alcazarzaray. Although Alhaitham thinks that it's because of my personality that I continue to live in the shadow of the past, I think it's also just a part of life. Plus, if I look back, I've honestly had my fair share of good luck as well.
But looking too deep into the past is not a good thing. So you need to let some go, I guess.
You could probably say I followed in the path of my mother. Like her, I've gained a name for myself as an architect, built something that's seen as my magnum opus, and found many projects that others have entrusted to me to finish.
I don't know what is the meaning of magnum opus. I'm guessing that is, yeah, good thing. Good. You also haven't completely lost your passion for life, so that's good.
Life is too boring when you live with no enthusiasm and passion. Only those who believe in the inherent meaning of it can capture the small nuances of everyday life and turn them into inspiration for beautiful designs.
Did you guys hear that? Yeah. I pressed wrong button. But yeah. Slice of life. Why? Is there supposed to be this much slice of life?
Of course, I will concede that loving something also means taking it to heart. So to an extent, caring is also a source of pain. If I didn't love my work, I wouldn't be so torn up about it all the time.
Yeah, pretty much actually.
But still, isn't this place beautiful? Despite the erosion from the winds and changing seasons, you can still perceive its past beauty and glory.
Yeah. They look magnificently awesome.
With different landforms come different architectural styles. The desert's history has left it with few records regarding its buildings, so I often visit the desert to investigate things in person. The sight here has moved me ever since the first time I laid my eyes on it. I told myself that one day, I would also be able to create buildings that move others.
Oh, that's nice. AKA an invention? Anyway, luckily you only laid your eyes, not other stuff.
My pain will one day fade into nothing just as I reach the end of my life. But buildings are different.
Don't say that. That sounds so dark.
They are far more valuable than most materialistic things, and far more durable than human flesh. As long as there remain souls in the world who can decipher the meaning behind them, they will also have acknowledged me across the vast stream of time.
You say far more valuable than most materialistic, far more durable than human. I mean, well, it is. Well, actually, it's not. Can a building actually hold for 100 years? I know human these days doesn't live that long, but still. Maybe, who knows? I don't know, maybe?
If you were to ask me what art is, that would be my answer.
Hey, you found the meaning. Now that's more like the Kaveh I know.
You think so? But I feel I've always been like this.
Recollection to the tavern. Right, what else, Kaveh?
Remember that question I brought up before? The one about whether I should see art as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods, or as a product of my own existential struggle.
I do remember it.
I still haven't found an answer to that yet. But if art wasn't inherently paradoxical and enigmatic,
What's up with the music?
then people probably wouldn't be drawn to it. Those who pursue art will be unable to avoid the pain that it naturally brings. Will often be floating on cloud 9 one second and sinking in a mire the next.
I see. The music's like, finally, Kaveh is finding his purpose. Then it become grand.
I'll try gathering my thoughts again once I've found a way to define art in the first place. In any case, thank you so much for listening to everything I had to say.
So can we get out of here now? Well, that is the ending. Nice, an architect, something something, beneath the stars. My pain will one day fade into nothing, just as I reach the end of my life. But my building will endure. I hope. You hope. Yeah, as soon as a World War V happen, or, well, the god fighting again, none of the building will face. Anyway, there you go, that's another ending of it. We also got achievement. That's probably an achievement to reach certain ending. So yeah, that's good. Alright, next part. Tavern heart to heart. Does that mean the option is when we got a 3 option? Yeah, between up and down now? We'll see, we'll see. Is that a unique achievement? We got getting all endings, reaching certain endings, and also, is this the third one then? challenge ending? I don't know. Either way. Art is something that resonates with the masses. I honestly have no idea.
No worries. It was just an offhand question.
Okay.
It's been bothering me for a while. Even when I'm awake, the question haunts me like a bad dream. I still haven't found a good answer to it. Or maybe there was never a correct answer in the first place.
Who knows? Who knows? Have I still looked dejected? So that's not the separate path. Let's play it safe and make a simple suggestion. I'll help you convince the client to come to your side. Well, there you go. Branching path.
Thanks for offering, but you've seen how he is. He's not going to listen to anything I say.
Well, the one that you choose on the bottom will give heart, right? So choosing this is not a good idea. Probably need to repeat it. Anyway, we don't need another heart, do we?
He understands nothing about my design, and all the suggestions he made were as if he just wanted to mock me.
I don't think he was intentionally trying to be difficult. If you can convince even him to see your point of view...
You mean, if I managed to get him to see things my way, then this project would also gain recognition from many people?
Maybe.
You've got a point. Let's hear him out one more time, then. Time to get going. I know where we'd be able to find the guy. There's no time to waste. The wine can wait until another time. I'll go take care of the bill.
Righty. Okay, there's only one branching path that I can see from here. Let me check. Is the branching path we are going down or up? We're already going up. Well, without a heart. Yeah, if you choose the one at bottom, you're going to get heart. So does that mean the 3 option is not a branching path if you choose the mass one? He's going to try his best to explain. Or maybe another branching path is after you convince the client, you choose the top one other than point of view. Who knows? Who knows? There are a lot of some stuff. Either way, we'll find it. This one seems a little bit hard, but what could possibly go wrong? Teleport to the waypoint. Let's go. Hey. Hey, you right there.
I see everything.
I still need some more Mora.
Yeah, you need some more. Now.
Kaveh, what are you doing here?
Beat you up? I mean, what?
I've changed my mind. I was overreacting earlier. Can we try discussing the project some more?
I'm pretty sure we are the person trying to get you out because don't have money, but...
My apologies as well. Now that I think about it, some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable.
About that, it's kinda...
If I choose you to create the design for my project, I should have a bit more faith in your vision.
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication. Now that we've got that out of the way, I think we can have a more productive conversation. To be perfectly honest, your commission request has been the most peculiar one I've ever received. Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. All I know is that you want to build something in the desert for public use. I am aware that overly specific requests will restrain the architect's artistic freedom. However, knowing nothing about the intended purpose of the building also means I have no idea if I'm on the right track. I've produced several draft proposals for you to choose from, and you've rejected every single one. If we don't get on the same page, it could be a decade before we can finally break ground on this project.
And also, Kaveh spent a lot of time and night to create this.
Yes, I've given this some thought already. I think we can go with the general direction of the latest proposal that you just showed me. It's just...
It's just?
Just what?
Putting the building design aside, can we get some less expensive materials for the floor tiles?
All right.
Yeah, I know someone in the business, and the red bricks he sells can go for pretty cheap.
But Kaveh wants some quality.
The timber here as well. We should be able to find some substitutes.
How about I find the material and you pay them to create it? Yeah, I got a lot of material.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. Just please hold on for a second. So, let me get this straight. You want to reduce the cost of the project, right? But if we implement your suggestions, then I'm afraid we have to scrap the entire design.
Because you have to use the right material for the right stuff.
Architectural design cannot be neatly split into discrete parts. Any change to one part of the design will affect the quality of the whole thing. I decided to utilize high-end timber for this section because the weight-bearing structure requires the supporting materials to be durable and strong.
And this is why, what is it called again? This is the reason why a client should say everything, before they start creating. If that person starts saying that they don't have money, Kaveh can at least something.
Same with the tiles. Switch them out and the entire mural will have to be redesigned. More importantly, if we make such a change, both its practical functionality and aesthetic value will take a great hit.
Kaveh, this person is run down Mora because got scammed.
If all you need is a building with a roof that can keep people dry in the rain, you shouldn't have commissioned me. Many architects would be able to build you one of those while charging far less in commission fees.
Actually, Please tell me, are you absolutely sure that there's no room for any changes in this draft of the design?
Don't tell me you like it. It's just you cannot do quality.
I think the most important thing for me is to understand what you would actually like to get. If you could tell me more about your vision, I might be able to work with the design some more. You are the client, after all. You should have the final say on how the project turns out.
I want to build something unique. Something quiet and warm inside. A refuge that can block out the world outside.
Alright, cave, go. It's time for you to live under a cave. Go.
I want all who enter this building to be able to temporarily forget everything that's going on outside of the building and just focus on their task at hand.
Got it. Go. Live under a rock, like people says,
That's a bit more information than last time, but it's still extremely vague. To put it another way, every rich person who wants to build a mansion for themselves would request something like this.
But I don't think it's mentioned that this person won.
We've gone through many proposals, and this draft is already the cheapest one. Cutting costs by substituting building materials will not only detract from the overall effect of the building, it also won't save you much more in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, interesting. Now that I know this, we know that person don't have Mora because I have been using Nahida to scan their heart. Well, to read their mind. But if you didn't use that, you will know.
Thank you for giving it so much thought. Please give me some more time to mull over the budget. I'll get back to you once I've figured out a solution. I still have a few business meetings that I must attend, so I'm afraid I'll have to leave for now. You can just leave the proposal as is. I'll get in touch once I've given it some more thought.
Yeah, this person just want to go to a corner of a room and start screaming. Yeah, I don't have money! Something like that. Why do I feel like he's hiding something?
I also have a similar feeling.
Should we follow him and see if anything unusual comes up?
Is that really okay?
Obviously
I
no.
mean, what he does now is none of our business.
Well, it's kinda yours a little bit.
He does seem really suspicious, though. He dresses like a rich person, but when you talk to him, he hardly sounds the part.
Yeah, and if you read her mind, he is definitely not. He sounds super frugal, too.
That's actually pretty common.
What is frugal?
Not all rich people are spendthrifts. Many are just, as if not more, stingy than him.
Well...
The more mora some people have, the more they love interfering with people's lives. Like constantly reminding you to pay back your debts, or hinting every other day that it's time for you to pay rent.
I think that one is because they are running out of money. But okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure this person really wants to work on this project with me. Putting his vague requests aside, he's still finding excuses to procrastinate even when we've decided on a plan.
He have no money.
Who knows how long construction will take if he keeps delaying things like this? We should find him again and get some clearer answers. The sooner we can break ground on this, the better.
He is broke. Well, again, we're the only one that know it. Why? Because I got my daughter. Anyway, let's see. Carrot. What are those?
Everyone hold hands.
Just NPCs. Okay.
Huh? Where did he go?
Inside the box.
I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking.
Alrighty. There's a box there. Alright. Where are we going? Because I have no idea what NPC we're going to talk to next. I'm kind of confused. You search the area with Kaveh but find no trace of Badawi.
Hey, look! Isn't that Badawi?
Badawi.
It sure looks like him, but he's dressed completely different now. What is he up to?
Oh, he is doing a part-time job now to get more money.
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor? If something happens to you, I won't be able to pay for it.
Ouch, that hurt. That hurt.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I grew up as an Eremite mercenary and worked in the desert my entire life. My body's still in great shape.
That is a good lie. Wow.
I don't have many talents, but I still have my muscle. If you need someone to unload goods or drive away sumpter beasts, I'm your man.
And if this man got stabbed by sumpter beasts, Jesus is where he belongs.
You used to be an Eremite mercenary?
That sounds like a lie.
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living. We're not that greedy by nature, and we'll do our best when given a job.
Let me think. I'm sorry, but I still can't take you in. I don't have any open positions right now, and don't have the Mora for anything more. How about this? Why don't you try your luck somewhere else?
Yeah, how about this? Get out of here! The translation.
Okay.
He used to be a member of the Eremites? Huh. From the way he was dressed, I would have thought he was a merchant from the rainforest. Let's ask him about it.
He is going to be contemplated after this. Yeah, we're not supposed to know about this.
I see everything.
I still need some more Mora.
Yep, that is the case. Anyway, what up? I forgot how to pronounce it properly.
We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who are you? Why did you dress up like a merchant to talk to me about our project? There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep hiding things from us. I don't work with individuals I can't trust.
Believe me, I didn't have any bad intentions. It's just...
I have a bad money problem.
All right, there's no point hiding anything anymore. The building I'm trying to commission you for is not really a personal residence for me, but rather a library for children living in the desert.
Oh wait, so you are Eremites. You're trying to get a library for... That is nice.
A library? Funded entirely by yourself? Shouldn't this be the responsibility of the academia?
Well, the academia could care less.
I've heard that the academia will be looking to prioritize the desert with the allocation of educational resources and materials. It sent over a large shipment of regular goods just last month.
You're right, and I was aware of these happenings as well. I just figured what I want to do is a separate effort from what's already being done by the academia.
And?
The desert is too vast. Even if the academia spends a lot of effort trying to disseminate knowledge in those parts, it might still take decades, if not centuries, to reduce the educational gap that already exists between the two regions.
I mean, it's huge, but come on. I have run around the desert and I didn't see any resident that far.
And what's more, I don't know if the academia would ever reverse its stance in the future.
Come on, we got Nahida. Believe in Nahida.
All I know is that as a desert dweller, We should not wait passively for good things to happen to us. If we only did that, we'd never be able to stand up and hold our heads high. I don't have much longer left on this world, so I just want to use whatever time I have to contribute something to my homeland.
So why didn't you just tell us that from the start instead? Yeah, well, at the same time, Kaveh will give you sympathy and Mora, which is you're going to go broke again. But yeah.
I didn't want you to know that I came from the desert. I've lived in the desert my entire life, and there wasn't anyone here that I could trust. I figured I needed as much safety as I could get.
Well, I'm about to say, don't you know who am I? At the same time, you don't know. Also, I didn't do great thing here. I only caused problem.
To the point that you even disguised your identity? That's certainly taking playing it safe to the next level. Hold on. Don't tell me you've also been scammed before.
Well, that's what I read about.
When I first came to Sumeru City, I brought a lot of Mora, hoping to find an architect that I could work with. Someone agreed to take on the project, and even took a sum of Mora from me, but then disappeared without a trace.
And why did you give them Mora? Why?
After that, I heard that there are a lot of untrustworthy people in this business. Some would run as soon as they've been paid, while others would deliberately use expensive materials and take a cut of the construction funding.
Well, the second one, I see. But the first one, why won't you pay first before you see the work, right? I mean, yeah, you need the face money first, but still.
I spent a while collecting information in the city, and eventually learned that you're the most famous architect in all of Sumeru. I figured that you wouldn't need to make Mora by scamming people, so I decided to reach out to you.
Well, he still need Mora in him, but yeah, he's a good person, so he will never do that. Another thing is, this is why you should do a research first before do the stuff, you know what I mean?
By the way, how did you know I was scammed? I don't think I've ever mentioned that to anybody.
With the power of Nahida, I can read everything now. That's not the case. Kaveh already experienced it, so Kaveh knows.
Just a hunch.
Wow.
A while ago, I accepted an offer to work on a project in the desert, and was also scammed out of a large sum of Mora. I ran into someone who was living in a pretty run-down house. I noticed a load-bearing wall on the verge of collapse, and suggested that I build a new house for him. He said that he had no way to pay for it, so I loaned him some of my own Mora, and told him to get some stone and timber from the local vendors. Soon after that, I found out that he had gone gambling with all the money, and lost everything, down to the last coin.
That is the worst. Wow. This is why you should go alone. Why did you trust that person, man? Yeah, that person got a bad house because his own selfish stuff. Well, that's annoying. Bro, I'm getting furious here.
And after that, he even borrowed Mora from me twice more, using a different excuse each time. I didn't even suspect him of any wrongdoing until he hired a group of mercenaries and tried to ambush me in his own house.
Well, yeah, the second Mora is for this. Why did you even give him second chance? I know people deserve second chance, but not this person.
According to him, I looked like an easy target because I was an academia scholar who didn't have any family or friends in the desert. What kind of person would just look at someone else and think, this guy looks like an easy target?
People on Genshin apparently, NPCs. I don't know, NPC think like that. Also, another thing is, yeah, they probably know nothing about fission. Every single fission banner holder, they are strong. Well, compared to a normal NPC, but yeah, still.
Those kinds of things do happen every once in a while, yes. Folks like him are the exact reason why us desert dwellers' reputation have gone down the drain. I must apologize to you on their behalf.
It's all right. You were also scammed by someone from Kasharwar after all. I should apologize to you on their behalf.
Hey, nice. Now that we are straight, can we talk about stuff now?
Ultimately, neither of our experiences had anything to do with the desert or the rainforest. People who are new to an area are always easy targets for criminals.
And that is why you should do research. Bad people are everywhere.
Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. I can't understand the logic of those who like to take advantage of others,
I know, right?
but I have to accept their existence as a fact of life.
Yeah, we gotta just purge them down.
Anyway, I digress. Let's return to the topic at hand. Did you keep rejecting my designs because you thought I was deliberately using expensive materials to take a cut as a middleman?
Probably not.
That's what I was afraid of initially.
Never mind.
Yes. I eventually understood that you weren't out to cheat me. But unfortunately, I still don't have nearly enough mora to pay for the design you proposed.
Oh, maybe he understand when we were talking earlier. Yeah, not the one when outside or in front of Catherine area. So you just found it recently.
I've done the math and know that we should be able to make it if we cut some corners. However, after our conversations, I can see that you're passionate about your design, and I'm quite fond of the proposal as well. So, I decided to try and see if I can afford your proposal as is. I've been looking for work every day, and in another month, I should be able to cobble together enough mora to meet the budget.
Oh, wait. Is Kaveh going to try to help? Kaveh is a good person, and this is why Kaveh is always in trouble.
By cobble together, you mean you're going to spend your entire life savings on this project? But then, what will you do if something unexpected comes up, and you find yourself stuck with no emergency fund?
He will just face it like a man. Old man.
To be honest, I haven't really thought about that.
Or that.
I mean, when you've lived to be my age and something happens, you can't really call it unexpected anymore.
Because the experience that I have gone through. Something like that?
All I want is to build this library before I leave this world, so that the children of the future would have some books to read, and the desert dwellers would be able to learn their letters and pick up some practical knowledge.
We have to build it somewhere safe though. Because in the end, yeah, people will come, people will steal, people will sell stuff, or even bombard it and do something bad. Anyway, you seem really passionate about this project. I really hope my character can just casually say, I'll help with my mora. But I only got 27 million, so I can't.
A while ago, I heard that the academia had decided to recruit a number of exceptional children from the desert. Of course, this is welcomed news. But as someone who spent their entire life in the desert, I still have a few concerns. I know the desert life and can predict what the problems will be. Many children from the desert have had neither the interest nor the proper environment to learn. So even if the academia would take them in, once they enter the halls, they might find themselves surrounded by other children who look and act very differently from them. And as a result, they might become socially isolated.
Yes, I can imagine that. My father passed away at an early age. Even though I had a good number of friends during my years at the academia, for some time I still sensed many critical looks in my direction.
Now that's normal. That's what you call growing up. And also those kids are problematic.
I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time.
Yeah, people from academia is like, wow, these children. That's the worst about children. Why they think like that, you know?
But let's bring this
They're
back to the
children.
building itself. I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm, with its doors serving as a solid barrier to block out the sound and fury outside, and allow one to focus on the book in their hands. Building it according to the current plan will be quite costly. Even if I don't charge you any commission fees, I don't think we'd be able to keep it under your budget. Any ideas on what we can do?
I can use my mora. If we try a slightly different style, will any other merchant be willing to sponsor the project? Can we try a slightly different style?
A slightly different style?
Nice.
Give me a minute.
If the last achievement actually get all ending with 5 heart, that's a problem. I miss a single heart. But we'll see.
Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution.
Bungalow.
While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, neglecting it has some long-term negative consequences. It is especially undesirable in this situation, as the library will serve a high number of children, many of whom would have never been exposed to structures that may be considered elegant or beautiful.
Which means they'll not know bad or good. Gotcha.
To completely give up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty of architecture.
Okay, that's too much.
I share Badawi's sentiments in wanting to preserve a more complex design.
But money problem.
However, if we can reduce the ornate aspects of the design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches and stone pillars but make changes elsewhere, this is definitely a first. To make up for the loss of regular details, we would need to put a lot of extra effort into the layout, lines, and color.
But it will reduce the cost. Hey, won't you look at that? You got a brain. But not like me.
I see. Would that really be okay?
It just increases the difficulty of the design. You should feel lucky that out of all the architects in the city, you chose to approach me. Most of the others would have given up on this project by now.
You almost give up. Just to put out there, you almost. But again, you never give up, which is good. Also, another thing is, yeah, he already got scammed by a lot of those, so not a problem.
As for inspiration, I think I might have something in mind, but I'd need to visit the site to make sure. Where do you want this place to be built? Tell me the exact location.
Aru Village. Although it wasn't my childhood home, I think it'll be the best site for such a building.
Oh, that's nice. We also got two people there, Candice and also Dia, to guard that. Well, Candice will for sure guard that. That is good then. They will try to help if they know about this as well.
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru Village.
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused you a lot of trouble before, and now you're revising the design again because of me. Which draft are we even on now? It's making me feel terribly guilty.
Yeah, you need to keep that guilty and, yeah.
Let me think. You said you used to be an Eremite mercenary, right? In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters that are blocking the way to Aru Village.
I just do... yeah, sure, whatever.
We want to keep the roads clear, and reduce the loss of materials during transport to a minimum. If everything goes well, that'll help us save some Mora.
All right, just leave it to me. If there's anything I'm good at, it's clearing out monsters.
I mean, yeah, sure. Trust me, using level 1 I know I can take care of you, but okay.
What are you waiting for then? Let's pack up and get ready to go.
No, I'm using Mahamashra to take care of an NPC. That sounds even worse actually. Never mind, I didn't say anything. Okay, so Aru Village, that is nice. If we can meet Candice as well, that will be good. Well, Candice will always be on Aru Village. Okay, let's check these out. I forgot I have to go here first. Some crystal fly. I'm using wrong character to grab the crystal fly actually. Well, whatever. Let's see.
Body and mind.
What are those? Scarab. Okay. Let's see. Are we going to fight? Are we not going to fight?
Most materials going from Caravan Ribat to Aru Village would pass through here.
And we'll definitely be ambushed by bandits.
There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing. I'll be careful, though, and you should do the same.
He is fine. He is Fish and Bear. With that being said, is there any Fish and Bear that got trouble? See, I told you. Fighting tree mushroom and you're running away? What? Excuse me? Hiding behind a tree. Wait, what?
Rain outlines your
Wait,
fate.
what?
Rain cutter.
What?
With all my strength. Yeah.
Tree fungus and you run away and somehow appear dead. What? Okay, fine.
I see everything.
What is I'm so confused. Anyway.
This dance is for you.
Okay, that's done. Everything's done. What happened? Are you hurt? Are your back hurt? Do you want to do the shake? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to lower the volume when we were fighting. You okay?
I'm fine.
Very good.
I've spent my entire life fighting these kinds of monsters in the desert, after all. They won't get the best of me. But it's one thing to fight against monsters, and another to fight against an old injury. It's something I picked up when I was young. There were many fights between mercenary brigades back then, and one day someone stabbed me in the back.
Ooh, but how does that count as young injury? Isn't that supposed to be already recovered?
I don't think much of it back then, but with age, it's caught up to me.
Wait, really? It worked like that? I didn't know.
Few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take the joy out of reputation and wealth, and many mercenaries never even made much of the latter to begin with.
Is there someone you know who can help to look after you?
Unfortunately, no. My wife passed away at an early age, and I don't have any children. Sometimes I'd close my eyes and realize most of my life story has already been written. I have many regrets about my past, but at the same time I also know that there were never many options for me in the first place. I joined the Eremites when I was young, and won many battles with them. My survival was more a matter of luck than actual ability. If at all possible, I want future children of the desert to have some more options in life. I don't want them to turn out like me. My apologies. The older we get, the more we tend to ramble. Seems like we've already cleared out most of the monsters. Let's hurry over to Aru Village.
Thank you for ending that. But yeah, you tend to ramble, but luckily you know where to stop. I know some people that will never stop. Anyway, the distance, as he told Kaveh, is lost in thought. What's on your mind?
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole life savings on people he's never met.
Children, but yeah.
Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life.
Doesn't that also sounds like you, Kaveh? You're also that kind of person, which is why you're helping him.
Perhaps. To clarify, though, I don't think I'm quite the same.
No, you are. You literally use all of the money that you win from a competition to a charity. Just big.
Some people call me an idealist. I do have some sentiments of that general persuasion, such as wanting everyone to be able to lead a happy life.
Hey, from here on out, it seems like it doesn't go through the script.
But my situation is more complex than that. In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship, hosted by the Academia.
Oh, they're bringing that up?
He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more, he fell into depression after the competition, and requested to join an investigative research project in the desert.
Oh, are we learning the thing that we learned from the Inter-Darshan Championship?
I never saw him again. Word has it that he got caught in quicksand. Even if other factors may have contributed to his death, the fundamental cause still circles back to me.
I see. But yeah, again, for guys that know, that is the case that happened in Inter-Darshan Championship. That is the last event. Spoiler alert, Kaveh won that event. And yeah, the money they, winning certain competition, yeah, that's the money that you got. Luckily your father didn't win, because that is a bad thing to win. Another thing is, interesting, they bring that up. Well, if you didn't do the event, you will not know, but still.
I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't do something for a specific person, I still did whatever I could. I think I just wanted to make myself feel a little better.
And is that still how you feel?
At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from many things that I see or hear about, even if they don't directly concern me. And I can't quite pinpoint the source of it. Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves.
And there's always a movie called Who Am I? Right.
I could be doing things out of endless guilt, or I could be doing them out of a strong sense of empathy. It could even just be a matter of conceit. The potential motivations could number in the dozens, but the actions they result in are the same. Anyway, I suppose I don't really mind being called an idealist. They also used that term to describe my father. It seemed to carry fewer connotations back when he was around. I've known Alhaitham for many years now, and discussed my ideology with him for nearly as long. Maybe argued is a better word for it.
I mean, that showed you guys just like a married couple, you know what I mean? So it's not a bad thing. Wait. My hand, it just cracked.
He told me a long time ago that no matter how strong of a swimmer you may be, you'll still get dragged under by the others who are drowning once you run out of stamina. He believes this is the fate that awaits all idealists.
It's not wrong, actually. Yeah, not wrong because you're just trying to become perfect, right? But that will not always be the case.
I still believe I should live by my ideals, and I've given him countless reasons why I think it's a good idea to do so. Perhaps my ideals are flawed, but are there really any perfect things in this world?
Nope.
Unfortunately, he remains unconvinced. His personality is the exact opposite of my own. If someone happens to drown next to him, he'll most likely stand on the shore and mumble something along the lines of respecting other people's fates.
You are not wrong, but he will help. He will help. He will go down and yeah, he will say respecting other people's fate. Bro, that's also cruel. He will jump down and save those people, alright? Don't say that. That's that's hilarious. I like it. I like this part.
But as you can see, I'm not the only idealist in the world. Just as there are different seasons, there are also different people. There are many others who will continue to care about the fates of those who are not directly related to them.
Yes, there are.
And when I finally run out of stamina, someone will also reach out and bring me back to shore.
That is positive there. Yeah, it will always, good thing will always happen to good people, and bad thing will happen bad thing to bad people. That's called karma. But doesn't mean bad people will always get bad thing. They'll always be given, second chance. But if you didn't choose the right thing, obviously you are going to get drowned.
Someone will help me, right?
Yes.
Yes. I've already been helped like that before.
Yeah, I am here. I am helping you because you are helping others. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't doubt yourself. Come on. Should I have a life preserver at ready? I'll help you when the time comes. Should I have a life preserver at the ready? No. Give a heart. I'll help you.
But you've helped me plenty already. If you didn't reach out to me, I would probably be passed out on the tavern table right now instead of talking with Badawi.
Or actually, yeah, that will be the case. I'm about to say, or you can help Tainari, but nope, that's not the case.
Either way, I'm feeling much better than when you first found me at the tavern. I can feel inspiration already welling up inside of me. Maybe this will be just the opportunity I needed to create a whole new style. All right, let's head to Aru Village.
Alrighty, that's good. Long talk, but still hilarious on the part, yeah. There's no Alheida's just standing there and like, yep, respecting the fate of you. Okay, are we building it here? Oh, interesting, this place. This is where the end of Introduction Championship.
Now that we're here, it's my partner's time to shine. Marak!
Oh, right, your... what is it called again? That thing!
Oh, what's this?
It's a robot.
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks.
By the way, whenever there's a robot stuff, they always say ancient mechanical core. Is this a life after? Yeah, after the phone and everything is gone. Yeah, Genshin is the next story of those. No, probably not.
I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Hey, Sutaria! It's been a while, how are you? For guys that don't know who Sutaria is, when we first come to Sumeru, yeah, the previous Seichi is quite a troubler. Yeah, trouble, right? Zetaria is the right hand of that person. Is it right hand? Something like that. But in the end, he is a good person, or she is a good person.
Ah, you know each other?
Yep.
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I have heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Oh, I see.
Educational assistance programs. Then you must be familiar with the local conditions here.
Yep.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
Yeah, because it's not like Zetaria have been here the entire decade. Yeah, Zetaria was here when the sages was changed or have been purged, one may say. But you know.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction, but we are trying to finalize some details based on the conditions around the intended location.
A library? Do you intend to open it to the public for free?
Yep.
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
Yeah, books to read. And don't grow up like someone like this person over here that don't like to read because there are just too much stuff to do.
That's fantastic! I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been keeping me up at night.
Let me get straight to my questions then. Can you estimate the number of children around here who'd be interested in reading? Besides the usual noise of village pedestrians, are there any other sources of noise in the village?
The monster screaming on the background, that we not, and also, yeah, some others.
Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? And also, where are the spots around the village that have been most affected by wind and erosion?
I entirely forgot about those stuff. Yeah, natural disaster. Wow, alright. That is something. Are you singing? I know you're thinking the problem, but are you singing?
All right. That should be everything. Badawi, let's go over the budget again. We'll keep the building structure the same, but make the place a little bigger, so it'll be able to hold more people and get better natural light.
I hope I got another I hope I got another heart in the end of this. It's going to pain me it's only 4 out of 5. Yeah, we can get another one if I answer the meaning of art correctly, aka bottom right option.
The parts of the project that cost the most will be the insulation and ventilation materials. I'm sure you understand, no one likes to read in a place that's hot and stuffy.
Just build air conditioner, that's it. Yeah, easy.
I want to make significant changes to the arrangement of the bookshelves, tables, and chairs. I'll go over the specifics of that shortly. I have 2 plans in mind. Both are pretty minimalist in style, but will provide a very different ambiance from the world outside. Our final cost should be around 70% of the last figure I quoted. The whole thing should take around half a year to complete.
Is that real time? AKA in the future they are actually going to add library on our village? Yeah, that's another thing that I've been wanting to say. If they actually build this, doesn't that mean in the future they have to add it? It will be interesting, not gonna lie.
Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. If everyone's okay with it, then we'll proceed with that as the formal plan.
Wait, you've got a new design plan already?
The inspiration just came to me naturally.
Nice.
All I did was put thoughts to paper.
Look at that smile.
I must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on this new style so quickly. According to the traditions of my profession, I should probably name this style after you. Let's call it the Traveler style.
Would be nice if you put the name there, by the way. Yeah, the next update, whatever your name in your game. Okay, that maybe sounds bad. Yeah, people will call me fan. Fenty lover. Never mind, that's a bad thing. Alright, just, yeah, I'm sure, I guess.
In the meantime, let's look forward to the day when this building is completed and can finally open its doors.
This is the ending? No, we're missing a heart. Whatever, we'll see. Ah, that's nice one then. Present suffering is nothing compared to the granting hope for the future to others. Nice. That's good, that is good. Oh, so they're going to build it here somewhere. I'm looking forward for that. If it's actually going to become real. If. Who knows what will happen? Wow, I just see the Long Noel. Alright, we got two more ending after this. So it's this path right over here. Concealed circumstances. Alright, let's see what is this all about. But branching path. Let's see. Will any other merchant be willing to sponsor the project?
Sponsor the project?
Yep.
You mean convince wealthy merchants to join our cause and pool their money together to build the library?
And they get nothing out of it? Yeah.
That does make sense. A library is a big project, and it's going to be hard to fund it with just a single person's Mora.
I mean, we can actually talk to Dory, no?
What do you think? If we can find others to sponsor the project, we could potentially increase the size of the building 2- or 3-fold.
It's all fine with me, but where do you think we'll be able to find these sponsors?
Hey, I just know the old lady.
Well, you're right. If I really think about it, I'm not too familiar with many big-name merchants.
They just quote me. Yeah, can we just ask Dory? That is pretty much my answer, or what I just said earlier. Can we just ask Dory?
Her? Hard pass.
Why?
With her shrewd and greedy personality, she would never put Mora into something like this.
Maybe she can connect us with some of her contact. I know she will say like, one information, pay. But, you know, come on. This is the whole reason I don't like Dory, but still.
Now there's an idea. She probably won't say no if all she'll need to do is to make some introductions instead of spending Mora.
She will ask for Mora though.
Let's go and pay her a visit.
Hey! Party's DI is where we go. Anyway. Yeah, as soon as merchant is just Dory. There's no other... Oh, it's Alker Zaray. I thought it's got to be Party's DI. We can already see Dory from this far actually. Can I? Oh, but... It's going to make me talk to Dory before I can scan, right? I hope not. Come on. Come on. Climbing. There you go.
Hey, that's another deal in the bag. Mora, my beautiful Mora.
Yeah, it's actually a hard pass. Why did I even sound excited when the first thing that they say is Dory? Anyway.
Oh, now here are some unexpected guests. What brings you to the Palace of Alcazar-Zaray?
You.
When I saw Kaveh, I almost thought it must be that time of month again. Sadly for me, I must wait a few more days before I can collect my shiny Mora.
Wait, did Kaveh loan money from you?
Hey, can't you think of something else for a change? You are literally living in an objet d'art, and yet your mind is still fixated on nothing but Mora?
And Kaveh built this, right? Yeah, Kaveh built this.
What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your happiness entirely dependent on your hoard of cold, emotionless Mora?
And the answer will be yes.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Mora is extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may just find its way to somebody else's pockets.
Okay, if you put it that way, that's kind of true.
If you ask me, this place is still way too empty. Just give me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of Mora.
You're hopeless.
Yeah, let's get back to why we are here, shall we?
Oh, so you have an actual reason to visit me? Alright, let's hear it.
That sounds so cruel. Anyway, we would like to ask for your help in introducing us to some merchant. Please don't ask money.
Merchants? Why? Is there some kind of business opportunity?
Well, sponsorship. That's what happened anyway. Would you like to help?
Oh, I see. So you're just looking for someone to help you foot the bill.
Yeah, foot the bill.
I knew you wouldn't be interested in something like this. Still, you wouldn't refuse just making some introductions for us, would you?
Kaveh, calm down. She didn't even say anything yet.
Sure, I can connect you with some folks, but with every service comes a fee, you know.
Here we go again. Right.
A fee? You mean just for introductions?
I'll cover the cost.
Of course! Making introductions means using my connections and putting my reputation on the line. Why wouldn't I charge a fee for something so important?
Good thing I'm learning. Yeah, if you're if you're this tough in the line, you might as well. I'll use this. This word is important.
Since we've known each other for so long, though, I'll give you a huge returning customer discount. How about 500,000 mora?
I regret saying anything nice about you. Have I said anything about nice? Yeah, none. Never mind.
500,000? I guess that's okay. But why are you charging a fee before we've even secured any funding? That just doesn't seem right. Besides, by helping us out, you'd be doing a great service to the public. Can't you take your mind off your mora even for just 1 second and focus on something far more important?
Have public do her good? Probably not. So yeah.
Very well. Since you're so passionate about this project, I'll help you out and waive the introduction fees.
Ah, that's Dory that we know. Not gonna lie, Dory did keep asking money, but in the end, Dory will. Yeah, if Dory is friend, I guess Dory will just get rid of the money. I don't think we have paid Dory for any service. Yeah. Anyway.
3 of my business partners came by earlier today to discuss some things with me, and they still haven't left yet. I'll arrange a meeting for you, and just so we're clear, it'll be up to you to present your project and discuss any deals.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's so hard to say, huh?
You can wait here. I'll bring them over to you.
Hey, mood goes up. It's supposed to be too hard,
Let me think.
but
Where did I
whatever.
put the delivery checklist?
What do these people want?
Well, wait. Is it these 3 of them, or is it only one in the middle?
I should have paid more attention during the negotiations just now. I could have made so much more.
Alright, yeah, 3 of them is indeed the thing.
They are Dory's associates. So...
Oh, did they pay Dory to introduce each other? Well, that's cruel.
Dory gave us a brief introduction about the 2 of you.
Oh,
you are Kaveh, the renowned architect, and you are the traveler. Practically all of Teyvat has heard of you by now.
I actually hate you. I just read your brain, your heart. I hate you. You are trying to get a lot of money out of me.
To be frank, I don't feel like there's an obvious business opportunity here.
Yep.
But since Dory took the time to introduce you, we can spend some time to have a conversation. So, let's hear your idea.
All right, here's the situation. I've been commissioned to build a library in the desert, with the intended goal of allowing the desert dwellers to have more access to reading materials.
So it's a public welfare project?
Correct.
Then the commission fees will likely be very low. You should be careful.
I'm not too concerned about how much I'll get for the commission fees, actually. I'm fine with doing it for free. I just want to get this project rolling as soon as possible. We're just a little short on funding.
Yeah, good thing these people are, warning Kaveh, but that's not the case. Please don't say no.
So what? You can't possibly expect that we just cover the shortfall for you.
You're not wrong, but I hate your noise. You are laughing?
Besides, what does a library in the desert have to do with us? If you want to build it yourself with your own mora. Seems simple enough to me.
But your brain doesn't work. You are dumb. Obviously, because we need money. Is that so hard to understand? You money brainhead.
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates after all. Here, can you tell us a bit more about what we can gain from sponsoring this project?
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. Because I have no idea. You can get a naming right to the library. You can get Kaveh's client to advertise your business in the desert.
So we'd mostly be doing it for reputation and exposure?
Top one probably sounds better.
There is some value to that. It could make doing business in the desert a bit easier.
Well, just speaking for myself, I've got nothing in the desert.
I don't care about you.
I also have a concern. It feels like there's not much to profit from in the short term. But in the long term, the reputation gain also doesn't sound like it'd offset the cost of the sponsorship.
Then how about this? What if, instead of building a single library, we commit to an entire complex of buildings dedicated to culture and education?
Wouldn't that just cost more?
Hear him out.
Yes, but in that case... Mr. Kaveh, please tell us what you have in mind.
Okay, so we got one blockhead with just money in his head. We got this person that will try to hear things out first, and we got the other person that is nice, but still don't want to lose instead.
I'll just give an example. If we were to build a library and a school near Aru Village, then the desert dwellers would gradually begin to migrate towards the area.
Oh, that's nice.
A whole suite of buildings will be able to host more traffic, and thus drive the economic development of the entire area. In turn, that would lead to direct business opportunities.
Wow, brain.
I've been to the desert several times. Although there are still many lingering tensions between the two regions, the amount of interaction has been steadily increasing, and in the long term, the desert will only become more and more important to Sumeru.
You do have a point.
Education in the desert is indeed an industry that has not been tapped into. If we can be the first to place stakes in the area.
Not just you got name.
And you just believe anything he tells you?
Yeah, alright, this person again.
Even the greenest amateurs know that urban planning will affect population flow. If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone on the street to confirm it to you.
And also another thing is, we are self-renowned, you know? Well, self-renowned, okay, that sounds wrong. Well-renowned person, you know?
You.
Mother, father. Anyway, you don't seem to think about your question very truly before speaking. Yeah, please only ask questions that are relevant to the discussion. Anyway.
Hey, why are you starting to sound like I'll hate them?
I am so sorry. I thought it's for the other person, not you, but... Yeah, if I chose the bottom one... Anyway.
Wait, something just occurred to me. If we're going to build a library in the desert, Aru Village would obviously be the best place for it.
Yeah.
But it seems we're not the only ones with our eyes on the village. I heard a rumor a while back saying a lot of land and buildings in Aru Village have already been secretly purchased by a big-name merchant.
Wait, really?
What?
What?
In other words, if we try to join the fray now, there won't be much left for us. If we want to build a suite of buildings focused on education and culture, Aru Village is the prime location. If we want to build it anywhere else, we'll have to deal with a far larger list of problems. It's not impossible, I suppose, but...
Then there's no hurry. We can wait for Aru Village to develop more first and get into the market for expansion to other areas.
But if you were to do that...
It will take a long time.
Is there nothing else to discuss? Great timing! I pretty much heard all I want to hear. If there are no other urgent matters, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, good. You go on your way and then I pull out a bow and just shoot you in the stomach. It's better rather than put them beside Jesus that fast, right?
I'll be off as well. If you have any new ideas, please feel free to reach out.
It seems like the others are not interested in funding this, so no point in me doing this on my own. Let's revisit this another time.
Got it, heartless people.
Hey, guys, wait!
Again, we got 27 million Mora, I don't mind.
Well, what can I say? I guess it went somewhat as expected. They are Dory's friends, after all. As soon as they heard that there's not much more in this for them, they lost all interest.
That's just business, I guess. Also, I'm pretty sure I can get a heart from there, but whatever.
Yeah, it's just another day doing business with people. But I can never get used to that. Those people never think of anyone other than themselves.
Yep. Human.
Looks like we'll have to figure out some other way to get the funding. Let's go.
I mean, he is human, but some do think that.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it?
Well, I think you're the last person we want to talk about too. Wait, does that mean Dory is going to be the one that funding this? Dory, if you do that, I'm going to add you into the small party club.
The most benevolent Lord Sanuma Bay makes your dreams come true.
Ah, so you will. Wait, don't tell me you're the one that purchased the stuff out of our village. Yeah, the big merchant was stuff thingy.
Oh, where did all that passion go from earlier, I take it you weren't able to find a sponsor for your project?
Kinda obvious.
Please don't tell me that you're here to mock us.
Dory will never mock people.
What kind of person do you take me for? Would the kind and generous Lord Sangama Bay really do such a thing? I will say, though, I more or less expected this outcome even before I introduced them to you.
When I gave the idea to Kaveh, not gonna lie, the whole reason I didn't choose that first cause I already see this outcome as well. Well...
You can try to talk up the project all you want, but the facts will remain the same. This project is high investment with slow returns. No sane person would put their money into this.
But this isn't just a business project, right? Also, if you already knew no one would want to partner with us, why did you still try to charge me 500,000 mora? You scammer!
No, he's not scamming. You just want the connection to talk to. It's not, but... Well, it's kinda, yeah. But anyway.
You might want to remember who your creditor is before you start talking like that, Kaveh.
Oof. Anyway, changing topic.
I'll pay back every last coin that I still owe you, but that's a completely different matter.
Alright, since you're so devastated about this, I'll set you up for dinner with another big-name merchant. In fact, I'll be inviting the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, so I'll be counting on your performance.
What? Really?
I wonder who actually.
I would like to sincerely apologize for my attitude just now.
This is where we find out Dory is having a dinner with us, and yeah, it's Dory herself.
So, where would we be meeting this merchant?
Follow me. Oh, I suppose both of you can come.
What?
I just wish that
I was wondering why it's so long screen. Alright. Actually, I have no idea who. Yeah, it's not a character that we know. Alright. So I cannot run at all. I can jump though. Oh, I cannot jump. Never mind. Okay, yeah, keep going, keep going. If we don't have any button to press, we cannot do anything. Wow, this is something. I'm pressing every single button. Doesn't work. Other than WASD.
This is the place.
You said you're going to introduce us to the most famous merchant in Sumeru. Well, where are they?
Yep, it's Dory. Nice.
You still don't get it, huh? The most famous merchant in Sumeru
is Lord Sangama Bay.
Huh? So you meant yourself all along? Then why did you bring us here?
Because we have to chat and eat and relax.
Well, I've given it some thought, and that complex of education and culture buildings that you mentioned does hold some promise. It'll be a pretty big Mora sink, and I'll have to fund it all on my own, but that's not really a problem for me.
Alright, that talk, I ain't got all the money that I need. That doesn't matter.
Seriously? Where's this generosity coming from so suddenly? Are you trying to scam me again?
Not gonna lie, as far as we see Dory does seems like a bad person that don't have generosity, but in the end, Dory have helped us a lot. Yeah, instead of, getting our money, she actually do a lot. So she does seems like that person, but she is actually generous. Maybe that's why she got fashion. Who knows?
The reasons are not important. What's important is that I'm willing to help you. However, you know just as well as me that once this project actually breaks ground, it'll start sucking Mora from my pockets like crazy. So, to cut costs...
I get it. I won't charge any commission fees, and I'll take responsibility for the entire project.
Splendid! Then let's sign the contract right away.
This is where you signed the wrong contract.
This way, the children of the desert will have some books to read. Their lives should improve a bit after this.
You seems rather pleased.
Of course. There are a few things better than using my knowledge to help other people change their fates. I must thank you as well, Dory. I used to say you only cared about Mora, which might have been some prejudice on my part. Sorry for that. I will also try to pay back my debts as soon as possible. Now, let's have a quick discussion. Where would you want the library to be built? That will be the most important building.
There's no rush. I'll provide you with a copy of the deed when we get back. You can just use the address on the document to find the lot.
Huh? The deed?
Wait, you don't mean?
So hold on a sec. The person who has been buying up everything around Aru Village was you all along?
Like I said, it is Dori. I already say that. Again, like they said, the big merchant, yeah, I already know it's Dori. Well, anyway, that means she don't use money.
Oh my, did I not tell you about that? Yep, yours truly has been buying up all the land. I must thank you for bringing your ideas to me. Before our conversation, I had no idea what to build on all those lots.
So we just help her decorate. Gotcha.
So, from my perspective, this has been a great turn of events. I didn't put much in and easily got a lot in return.
Yeah, when she say that, mean like buying space and that stuff, but yeah, she pretty much already owned the space, so she don't need to.
But what about my commission fees?
Well, that one. She just kinda lied, but at the same time, still it's better than nothing, right?
Huh? Didn't you waive those yourself? I was just gonna say that to cut costs. We mustn't procrastinate and should start construction as soon as possible.
Wow, the way of Dori Merchant work. Again, not that bad of a person.
But before I could finish my sentence, you volunteered to waive your commission fees and even promised to take responsibility for the whole project from start to finish. I'm so touched, really.
Well, okay, she indeed is not done with talking yet, but she just did a so you know people thought it's already done. Okay.
It's obvious that you used every trick in the book to deceive me. You deliberately paused for a long time while talking about the project and kept glancing at me with that menacing look in your eyes.
It's a cute one. Alright.
Huh? You really think so? Well, the contract's already been signed, so there's no point in dwelling on the details. You know what? I'll pay for tonight's dinner.
Alright. But yeah, again, in the end, it's better than not doing anything or making other merchant pay. So it's not that bad. We still got place, that's better. You didn't... Okay, how do I put it? That's pretty much like that, right?
Fine, I'll drop the argument on the commission fees. But since you said you're paying for dinner, I'm going to order the best dishes and booze this place has to offer, and lots of it. Tonight, we're feasting until I've recouped my full commission fees.
Oh, well, that's the case. Anyway, high five! Aw, Dory don't... Okay. Wait a minute. I have to recoup my fees? Yeah, a done deal.
I wonder if all
That's nice of Dory, actually. Still, again, it's better than, nothing. Yeah, the difference only, Dory already spent the money. That is it. Anyway, that is the other ending. We got one more ending. I actually have no idea. Maybe if I say art, the meaning is, just a mess. Then that is where it will pick up. Yeah, that is where it's going to be different and he will try to explain to us. But anyway, with that being said, let's go there and get the last ending. Let's choose the bottom. Let's do something else and clear your mind.
Sounds great to me. I don't even...
How about looking into another career? There you go, another branching path. I've entirely forgot about this one. Let's see.
A different career. I see. That's not a bad idea.
Until we try to find one and it's a bad idea.
I think I've heard a saying somewhere before. 80% of a working adult's woes are due to not having enough mora in the bank.
Yeah, that one.
It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that my life would be a lot better if I could make additional mora. And if I want to make mora, I should finish that ridiculous commission. But I really can't find it in me to go back and talk to him right now. Hold on. I just remembered that I used to have a senior classmate by the name of Alkami. If memory serves me right, he's no longer taking private commissions, but he's still doing pretty well for himself. Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him. Yeah, I should get on this right away. No more wine for me today. I'll grab the bill and be on my way.
Alrighty. It feels like we just shaken off the something. Anyway. Where did your friend live? Oh, it's on Port Ormuz. Alright, let's go there. Wait, do I have to swim? Oh, come on. I thought tipping would be easier. But actually? Oh, never mind, I don't need to swim. I really hope that's on the other side, not that side. Wait, before I go there.
Everyone hold it.
I need to find a new way to attract students.
How dare you? Anyway, you're trying to get more students.
Ah, Kaveh, it's you! It's been a while. What have you been up to recently?
Not good.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't changed much for me. I'm still taking private commissions for all kinds of projects.
I heard that you were the genius behind the Palace of Alcazar. I bet you're all set for Mora after a project of that size.
About that, yeah. Another thing is, yeah, they seen each other like that, like this, and they thought each of them got a lot of Mora, right? But in the end, they don't. So even though Kaveh knows this person, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this person don't have money.
Well, it's hard to make a profit from every project, you know?
Hard to make a profit? You've got to be joking. I've never met an architect who didn't make a profit from a project.
About that. You know one, but you just don't know about it.
Unless the client fled before they paid the commission fee in full. But that doesn't sound right either. Doesn't Dory have a pretty decent reputation in our local business circles? I don't think she's ever been involved in any kind of big scandal.
First time we meet Dory, I'm pretty sure a scandal is pretty big. Well, nobody knows, but you know, it will become a big scandal. Anyway, Dory got a lot of chick.
Well, about that. I mean, it was complicated.
I understand. Either way, doing one project after another sure gets exhausting over the years, huh? I've been there, so I can feel your pain. I mean, I obviously never had your reputation to live up to. That must have been stressful. But I'm sure we've faced all the same problems. Trying to keep your client in a good mood while you're trying to stop them from micromanaging things they don't know the first thing about. I don't miss it. Thankfully, that's all behind me now.
That one. I was like, wait, did you miss it? Because I don't miss it. It's like, what? Alright, did you start a new career then?
Not exactly. My work is still closely related to architecture. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora.
Nope.
That's quite unfortunate. You're the most artistically gifted graduate the Kasharawar Darshan has seen in decades. But it looks like you still have a lot to learn in terms of making Mora.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, not nobody.
With that said, us Kasharawar grads should still look out for each other. What if I told you about an idea that'll absolve you of all your Mora troubles going forward?
I hope you're not trying to make money out of your friend.
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Are you sure you can just share something like that with me? Besides, I don't want to just take something like that without offering anything in return. I still have a little Mora. Or is there something that I can help you with?
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner or later. The idea is this. I recently opened up a training center with the goal of educating people in architecture design.
Oh, that's why you said it's still on architecture stuff.
Compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the academia, my classes are more condensed and streamlined and will allow people to quickly get their foot in the door.
Don't get your foot in the door, because if it closes, your foot will stop.
Unlike the academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested, rich or poor. As long as someone wishes to learn more about architecture, I'll accept them into my training center.
Ah, that's nice. To, just start people's patience.
It just so happens that I'm still looking for a few more instructors. So, what do you say? Interested in coming over to give a few lectures? Regardless of the pay,
I can already guarantee that it'll be far more comfortable than working on random people's private commissions.
Ah, so you want me to join you as an instructor? That does sound like something I'd be able to do. It sounds like a pretty stable job, too.
But again, we already got to other ending, and based on what we just heard, it's too complicated, yeah, to learn from Kaveh. Kaveh, no, it's easy to understand for Kaveh because it's based off experience, but for other people, it sounds ferocious.
What do you think, Traveler?
Yeah, at least you won't have to deal with client anymore, right? I think you can give it a go. You'll get a complaint about it's hard to understand, but it's you, not me.
Then it's a deal?
It's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Like I said, there's no need to thank me for this. The lecture room is not far from here, so you can just come straight here tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
As for the pay, how about we start at 300,000 mora per lecture?
That sounds nice, I guess.
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
And that is how you know Kaveh never get that much.
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000 is nothing compared to the prestige of having the Light of Ksharawar as one of my instructors.
The problem is, will the other student understand? But we'll see.
300,000 is also just the base rate. Just trust me on this. The longer you stick with me, the more you'll come to understand your true value in the market.
This is where Alchemy, the more he stick here, the more you know it's quite hard to understand. But we'll see.
I have to go make some preparations now. See you tomorrow.
I was never particularly close with Alkami when we were in school. Who would have thought that he'd be so nice and friendly?
Is it nice and friendly? It's pretty much promoting you. It's like, come to this school now. We got the renowned Kaveh, the one that built the architect where Dori is right now. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first time being hired to lecture for a formal business. 300,000 mora per lecture. Whew. I'm so excited that I'm starting to get nervous.
Alright, since you're nervous, I'll join you for the lecture.
Thanks so much. I think I will be able to relax a bit more with a friend in the audience. Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've learned over the past few years? I should probably save those for later. For my first lecture, I should start by getting them more interested in the field.
Okay.
Alright, let's meet here again tomorrow morning. I should hurry home and create some kind of lesson plan. If I'm going to become an instructor, I should make sure I show up prepared.
You're going to be too prepared. Well, we'll see. We'll see the ending of this. For me, it's kind of sounds like going to be a trouble and problem for him, but he should be fine. Hey, the day have come. Let's see, where are we going? Go to a training center. Oh, it's just here. Oh, it's that. What happened?
Now that the word is out, I'm sure more students will sign up for classes.
I told you, it's not nice and friendly. It's this person literally using Kaveh's name. Anyway, you seem having headache.
I didn't expect you two to get here so early.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here, I've prepared a lesson plan. Do you want to take a look?
Lesson plan? I must commend you for your dedication.
What?
But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have here. Of course, you're always welcome to work in some of your own content to add some fun and flavor.
Hey, can I take a look at your materials?
Sure. Be my guest.
The material covers a variety of architectural knowledge. At first glance, nothing appeared to be amiss, but...
It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and start the class whenever you're ready.
Glance. Again, only glancing.
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff I've prepared after all. Anyway, shouldn't be a problem. I'll just go ahead and use your materials.
I think you should, but we'll see.
There's something else I want to ask, though. This isn't going to be a large class, is it?
No need to stress. There are only 20 people in this class. There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best grades, so I've directed them to you. We'll see how well they take to your lectures.
14 class and 20 student each? Or is it 20 divided 14? That sounds weird. Never mind. Okay, so 20 student each class.
20 people, huh? All right. I think I can handle that.
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, only instructors and students are allowed in the classroom when class is in session.
That doesn't sound right, so I'm not allowed in then?
I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside while you teach the class.
Ouch. Okay, it's okay. I was thinking about taking a walk anyway. Sure, fine.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of complaint, but good luck. Is Kaveh really as nice as he seems? Nope. I should probably ask around a bit. Yeah, about this class stuff. Like, I already read the heart. Yeah, it's definitely not. Can I use that?
Hey! You know what they say. Knowledge is the key to changing someone's fate.
That have nothing to do with anything.
If only I had seen the business opportunity like he did.
Who did? Wrong one. There we go.
I bet he's living the dream.
What happened?
Hey there. Can I help you?
Do you know a man by the name of Alchemy?
Oh, Alchemy? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? Yeah, he commissioned a set of furniture from me a while back. Paid a great deal of mora for it, too.
Got it. So this person got a lot of money.
I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center so others can follow in his footsteps. If the tuition wasn't sky high, I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat. Architecture really sounds like a lucrative profession.
Well, as far as we know, it's not anyway.
Did you hear? Alchemy recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
Can we know that?
I bet that'll boost his enrollment numbers.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alchemy was never that talented himself as an architect.
Ooh.
If we're just talking about professional skill, no one would pay for a class with him.
Got it. Yeah, like I said, they just use Kaveh's name. It's kind of obvious actually at first.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass its entrance exam, so only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Kashartwar. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the mora.
Also, again, the material's kind of weird. Like Kaveh want to make them, interest in the architecture first. Not just like this, jump into the industry. So you have to have patience first. You gotta have the patience first to do stuff.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
Also, my English just butchered and my mouth just, yeah. Anyway. Before long, Kaveh's class is over. And we heard a lot of noise.
All right, everyone. There's no need to be nervous.
I just heard a lot of noise. What happened?
Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture. Did I scare anybody?
Oh, got it. I'm guessing you're mad because they're not interested.
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just a bit lost and didn't get what you were talking about.
Again, other ending explained why Kaveh stuff so hard to understand. Did something happen?
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alchemy's materials, so I flipped through some pages and gave them a closer look. The more I read, the more upset I became.
Oh, that's why you're mad. Gotcha.
Alchemy may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made are completely useless for teaching real architecture.
Why did you say that?
In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, they must be able to conceptualize ideas. There are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles. Some designs emphasize aesthetics, while others prioritize practicality.
Okay.
The architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who can come up with great designs of their own. But you won't get any of that from the teaching materials they're using here. All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the underlying principles.
Well, that's kind of obvious actually. I already seen this as well, so yeah.
How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
Got it. So this is what happened in the class. You're just mad like this.
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials either.
Ooh.
What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works of art. We just want to make some mora.
Oh, this type of child is the problem in society. No, you're not supposed to grow only to make some mora, you know.
You're studying architecture to make mora?
Well, that kid's going to be a lecturer and I don't mind.
Yeah! Why else would we be studying here?
Oh, no. Why this kind of... you sound so pure as well.
My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally make my fortune in architecture, I'll be able to buy anything I like.
Yikes.
Huh. In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed. The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult, and the pay is not lucrative at all. Believe me, I'm a perfect example.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that you made a killing by building the Palace of Alcazarzare.
Reality and hearsay rumors are different.
He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves of people will reach out to us with private commissions, and we can just sit back and wait for Mora to fill up our pockets.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, you need to use your brain, create architect stuff, and... yeah, that one.
It won't be long before I can put these miserable days behind me.
You're just a little kid. What type of miserable day you have?
Come on. And you all believed everything he said?
But Mr. Alkami is really rich, isn't he?
He don't have vision.
You... It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled your heads with pipe dreams.
Oof.
Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's true plans from the man himself.
Yeah, yikes. Again, they are just children. They are easy to be persuaded, so...
Hey! I'll try going over the stuff Mr. Kaveh taught us once I get back home. I mean, it can't hurt.
It cannot hurt, for sure.
That palace Mr. Kaveh drew in class earlier was really amazing.
Ooh, that's nice.
When can we finally graduate? I just want to get out of this place and start making some mora.
Man, this kid is kind of like me, minus the making more stuff. I just want to graduate. I don't want to make money. Wait, what? No, I just want to graduate, but I didn't think about making money.
Mr. Kaveh looked really angry.
You don't say.
Who cares about him? Maybe he's just worried that we'll take all of his commissions once we finally graduate.
Well, brain that kid here.
But, that can't be it, right? Mr. Kaveh is super famous.
He is, actually.
Who knows? My dad told me the more famous someone is, the more arrogant and stubborn they become. Approachable people like Mr. Alkami are the rare ones.
Wow, your father teach wrong. Not every single people. Yes, they are. Some are, but not everyone. Now, right. There you go. One that got a bad parents.
Everyone will take.
Now that the word is out, I'm sure
Oh, it's still
more
the same.
students will sign up for class.
Why is the music getting loud and loud?
What's wrong, Kaveh? You look quite flustered. Did one of my students offend you?
Your material offend him.
Were the students not astute enough for your liking? I must implore you to go a bit easier on them. After all, they're nothing like the genius scholars you're used to dealing with at the academia. We don't need to strive for perfect understanding. As long as some knowledge has been passed on, that's good enough.
Kaveh's going to be mad.
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that you're scamming people under the guise of teaching them about architecture. The students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money, but we both know that an architect's life is hard and exhausting. Just a little while ago, I was toiling over the 6th draft of a design for a client. If your client is unhappy, you can't break ground, and the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid in full. What's worse, if your client disappears in the middle of a project, good luck getting anything from them ever again. You know all of this just as well as I do. Why lie to them?
Kaveh sounds super mad.
Look, Kaveh, you may be the light of Ksharawar, but like I said, you still have a lot to learn about making Mora.
Both of them arguing out.
You may deny it all you want, but it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, architecture is a terrible profession.
Wow, this person just say something good about this and now saying this again? What?
Our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Instead of appreciating us, they spend all their time nitpicking details and demanding changes, often forcing all kinds of ridiculous ideas onto us.
I suppose that's more or less true. Go on.
Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, then a person who still wants to make a good living will just have to change their strategy.
Oh, not this again.
If it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a training center and train other people to become architects in our stead?
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
Yep.
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more comfortable our lives will be.
Wow, I hate this person. If you fall into a pit, instead of asking help from someone, you just pull them inside the pit. Bro, what? Wow, so instead of making money from architecture, you made your money from your student instead? And make them learn nothing? Which is they fall deeper?
That's right. Making money as an architect is a slow and agonizing process. In comparison, earning tuition from a training center is far easier. None of the students will ever know, however. In their eyes, all of my income was earned during my years as an architect. It's easy for them to fall for my promise. After all, everyone wants to live the dream of being the person who can spend millions without batting an eye.
This is why this type of person, this type of parents, is the worst.
The more students I get, the more money I earn. And the more real that dream becomes.
We see the true color and it's not a good one.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about.
And then another thing is they didn't learn like Kaveh, so they will get more trouble.
When that happens, your facade will pop like a soap bubble. No one will believe you anymore.
Ah, but that's just one way to look at the problem. No two people have the same amount of talent. Even if they fail to strike gold in the future, you can't say that it's my fault and mine alone.
Wow. Okay, it's not wrong, but still, wow.
Oh, and also, I never actually promised that they would achieve financial freedom as long as they become architects. All I did was nudge them towards that belief.
There you go. There you go. That is the word. Yeah, you never promised them. It's just they think like that. They thought that they will become that. Yeah. But in the end, it was these persons the one that nudged them.
I'm not even scared if they do come back and stir up trouble. My training center has all the required permits and certifications. Even the Dendro Archon herself couldn't find fault in any part of my business.
Are you sure? I'm going to bring Nahida here. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I'm going to bring Nahida here.
You... How can you sleep at night knowing that you're doing all this? Tell me, is your heart carved out of brick and stone?
That sounds about right.
I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being. I am beyond disappointed in you.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? If you still can't accept something like this, do you just plan on keeping that worthless naivete of yours until the end of time?
Yes.
Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. In the end, art is just another business. Being successful at running a business is an art form in itself.
This is why this person is no longer working with the architect stuff. Yeah, because you didn't chase your passion, you give up on it.
I urge you to think about what I've said. Offloading your pain onto others is the only way a person can live comfortably in this world.
Wow.
As the light of the Ksharowa, you've accumulated plenty of fame and respect. It's high time that you use those resources to improve the circumstances of your own life. Think it over, Kaveh. I still believe our collaboration could be very fruitful.
Yes, it will, but Kaveh is a good person, and again, have a vision, not like you. So... he's gone. Alright, what do you plan to do next?
I'm so mad, I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more I can say to him. I'll resign from my position as instructor.
You'll give up the Mora? Well, we're not surprised. Again, Kaveh, this is why Kaveh don't have money. Never focus on money, it's just focus on the dream. But in the end, Kaveh got lied to and so on and so forth.
Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place. Even if I just sit back and do nothing, others will be deceived and suffer because of me.
And Kaveh don't want that.
He is right about one thing, though. These kinds of training centers are everywhere. And even if the academia was to find out about it, it's unlikely that they would take any real action against it.
It is what it is. I can still talk to Nahida, but I don't know if it will do much.
The most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. And even that would be hard to prove.
There's something strange about all of this, though.
Oh? Did you notice something else?
Some of the students didn't appear to be very wealthy, you know what I mean? Not everyone should be able to pay such exorbitant tuition fees. So, yeah, about that as well. They don't seem like they come from, a lot of money people. Well, if they did, they're going to be on academia, kinda.
Yeah, you've got a point.
So where did all of those money came from?
The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture. That probably came out of the students' tuition. And who knows just how much he's been charging the students for attending his classes. If you're gambling everything on making it rich as an architect, are you really going to have the mora to pay for that kind of tuition?
Alright, we can try and ask the student.
Right. We should hurry. The students didn't believe a word I was telling them. They're still daydreaming about making millions. We're never going to get any information from them again if we let Alkami talk to them first. Let's move now before he's had the chance to react.
Alright, I have a feeling there's another achievement here. What is going on? Anyway, let's see. Alright.
ICF, what do I need to do to build a really cool palace?
Nice dream.
Oh, Mr. Kaveh? What are you doing back here?
Class finished a while ago, but you're still here. Why haven't you gone home?
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about everything you taught during the class. Even though a lot of it went right over my head, I still thought the houses you drew were really pretty.
Yeah, everything is just like a plan. It flew. Yeah, anyway.
Of course they were. All the examples I drew were world-famous landmarks. Each one was the magnum opus of a celebrated architect. It's a good thing that you could recognize them for their beauty. The accumulation of knowledge is the first step to artistic expression. Instead of rote memorization, you should try to relate and to understand, and after that, try to resonate with the work.
Got it. That is why they don't understand.
Resonate?
Yep, there you go.
Yes. When I first got into architecture, There were many things about it that I couldn't understand at all. I would find a building to be beautiful, but have no idea what made it so good. And for most people, just being able to admire a building is enough. To become a good architect, however, you must also learn to assess and appraise. Going from admiration to assessment will take a lot of time and specialized knowledge, and I'm afraid that some superficial speed training won't be enough to take you there.
Just as I thought. Becoming an architect won't be as easy as Mr. Alkami made it out to be, right?
Yep, right. There you go. At least there's one that is sane. Kinda.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. All I want to tell you is that an architect's life is not as carefree and easy as others may make it out to be.
I understand. Thank you for telling me the truth, Mr. Kaveh. I think I'll still stay here for the time being, though, since my family still hasn't paid everything off.
Wait, what happened?
Paid off what?
Sorry, I can't say anything more. Mr. Alkami made it very clear that anyone who talks about it will be kicked out of the class.
Ooh, there's a big flaw here. Wait, what happened?
Don't listen to him. I am the most famous architect in Sumeru. If he kicks you out, then I'll just take you in instead.
Nice.
Really?
Why would I pull your leg? I can see you have some talent, so as long as you get your fundamentals down, you should be able to pass the entrance exam and continue your studies at the academia.
Oh, that's nice. It's better.
Then please keep this a secret for me, Mr. Kaveh. Truth be told, my family is not very well off, so we couldn't really afford the tuition for this class. Mr. Alkami was the one who reached out to my parents. He told them that he knew a merchant by the name of Bahar and that we could get a loan from him.
Oh, wow. Also, another thing is your voice just changed in the middle of saying the previous stuff.
He told all the students that once we graduate, people would come flocking to commission us for projects. If everything went well, we'd be able to pay off everything in just a few years, and all the more we make after that would be ours.
Wow.
How much did your family borrow from this merchant?
I think it was several million mora.
By the way, in this game, 1,000 mora is already a lot. Yeah, in this world, in this universe, 1,000 is a lot.
And what was the interest rate?
A million is a lot.
I'm not really sure. My parents were the ones who signed the contract. All I know is that the stack of papers was as thick as a slab of rock.
Oh, that's not good. That's a lot. Something doesn't feel right about all of this.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling too. Something about the whole thing feels dastardly familiar.
Wait, what?
We need to find that merchant to confirm. But if we were to confront him right now, there's no way he'd admit to anything.
Well, obviously. Actually, we can pretend to be potential customers, right? And then read the stuff.
Good idea. Hey, tell me, do you know where we'd be able to find this merchant?
We last saw him on the north shore of Port Ormos. Who knows if he's still in that area, though.
Well, it'd still be worth taking a look. Architecture... No. The arts shouldn't be used as bait for a scam. We need to do something before the students' lives are ruined even further.
I mean, at the same time, the parents is the one that... how did the parents got lied onto this? I don't know. Either way, let's go there. Is that the house of the person? Maybe. I was jumping here and like, what am I doing again? That's the person. I'm going to swim. I'm not going to swim.
Everyone hold in!
Let's see who we can reel in today.
Wow, alright. Bad person here. Let's see.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you guys before. Here for business?
Yep.
You're Fahar, right?
Yes. May I ask who introduced you?
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class, but they're a bit short on money. Alkami told us you're the man to go to in this kind of situation.
And that's right. I'm really interested. Doesn't look like it, but I'm interested in architecture.
Oh, sounds like his business is booming. How much do you need?
Let me see. I'd say around 3 million mora.
Oof. You call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alchemy, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Lots of people are borrowing money from me nowadays.
What contract?
Ah, here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing particularly unusual about it. All you need to do is pay back the loan in full within 3 years.
Okay.
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alchemy's place, you'll be making millions of mora a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off will be a piece of cake.
You didn't answer the question, and also, well, that's a lie.
And even if you were to run into some difficulties and need to delay the installments, it's no big deal. We're all reasonable people here. If you can't pay quickly, you can just pay it back over a longer period. All that would change is your interest rates would get a little higher.
That is a bad thing about borrowing money. But yeah.
It's hard work running a business. If we're taking risks to supply you with mora, it's only fair that you take on a bit of the financial risk as well.
That is bad.
Anyway, there's no point in tying yourself in knots over the contract. With the way you're reading every single line, it's like you're worried you're about to get scammed out of your whole life savings. Why would I lie to you? Tons of students at Alchemy's place have signed the contract. Aren't they all doing pretty well for themselves?
There you go. This is the part where you have to learn. Not everything, even though a lot of people do it, doesn't mean it's safe. Even though a lot of people have signed this, it doesn't mean that this is a good thing to do. So you have to actually check it first or make sure of it that you're not going to, cross bad thing. But in the end, yeah, a lot of people have fallen, so, well, it's not a good thing. It is not a good thing.
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, do you mean it'll get higher than 30%?
Yep. Again, you're getting money, but yeah, that's a bad thing.
Of course, the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that fact. It only listed the amount that you'll have to repay every day. Which gives the false impression that the amount hasn't actually increased by all that much.
But every day is a lot. And getting, architecture commission is not that easy.
If you actually do the math, however, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people can't even make that much mora in a year. Your greed really knows no bounds. Even my creditor doesn't dare to raise rates that high. Once a family's signed on to a scheme like this, there's no getting out.
Well, there is not because of,
What are you trying to say, huh?
We mean to put you in jail for your crimes, The Matra will happily answer that question for you.
I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Think you got the better of me?
Am I well-dressed? I haven't been changing my outfit since the day I come to this place.
Too many people are sticking their noses where they don't belong these days. Luckily for me, though, this is a pretty secluded spot. Hey, come out and teach these guys a lesson!
Wow, so you do have those people. I got Nahida, by the way.
Eremites? I've already fought off more than my fair share of them when I was working in the desert.
Wait, is this a continuous story from that ending?
There are only a few of them, so they shouldn't pose much of a threat. Marak, you're up!
Ooh, dang! This is awesome and easy. Alright, Nahida is here, like I said. Alright. Yeah, are you guys feeling lucky today? I'm guessing not. How many enemy am I facing? Just one. I didn't even pull up Kaveh. Anyway.
Who are you and what do you want?
Yeah, somebody that traveled through universe.
I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend you. So why go this far to destroy my livelihood?
Because you destroy other people's livelihood, and like I said, bad people deserve bad things.
Debt has the power to upend your whole life. I know very well just how miserable living in debt can be.
Because I'm living one currently. Anyway.
But my debts are the culmination of many different factors, and my interest rate is still somewhat reasonable. As long as I continue to work with my situation in mind, my debts will eventually be paid off. But these students are different. They have neither the mental preparation nor the financial resources to pay back a debt like this. You sold the dreams of becoming an architect to the students as bait, urging them to take on insurmountable amounts of debt to satisfy your greed.
Ha! Everyone knows there's no such thing as a free lunch. It's their own fault for falling into the trap.
Oh, you admit it's a trap.
And if we're going to talk about greed, aren't those students the ones who are blinded by it? They completely ignore the risk that's right there in front of them.
Well, that's no excuse for your action, by the way.
Ha! And here comes the silver tongue. Surely you use that to reel in the students as well. Even now, many of them are still hopelessly dreaming of striking gold after they graduate. People grow by learning from their mistakes. I hope this will be a valuable lesson to them. Let's head back to the academia and turn this guy over to the Matra. They should be able to link him with Alkami's business.
Here we go. Here we go. You bring Fahar to the academia and say the problem and trouble. Yep. Anyway, back to the topic. Again, that's a bad thing. Don't even loan money.
Sino? Didn't think I would run into you here.
Oh, the worst person that you are not supposed to meet if you are not in justice. Yikes, this person is so much trouble.
My vacation just ended not too long ago, so I'm going over some cases at the academia. Who's this?
Oh, by the way, for you guys that know, yes, Sino did take vacation. It's Interdartian Championship. That is one of the vacation for Sino, which is the previous event before the duel, the Summoner Summit. Anyway, so this what happened, Sino.
I see. Charging an interest rate over 30% indeed constitutes a crime.
Not just that though.
As it is highly likely that Alkami is also benefiting from this scheme, the Matra will open an investigation on him as well. The training center will be closed until further notice.
Am I the only one that's so hyped because Sino is the one that taking this matter? I think I am. I'm so happy, I don't know why.
Any funds we manage to recover from the suspects will be returned to the students. It's unclear how much we'll be able to get back, however, given their extravagant spending.
That should still be enough. Once the students realize the error of their ways, they won't fall so easily for such traps in the future. Anyway, thank you for your help. I hope this won't be too much trouble for you.
No, it won't, because this is what Sino loves to do.
It's no trouble. Just another day at work. How did you two get tangled up in this anyway?
Well, Alchemy tried to hire Kaveh as one of his instructors. Definitely not trying to change Kaveh's career, but yeah.
Did you accept any mora from him?
No? Okay, say no please. If you say yes, yeah, you are going to be in trouble.
He promised to pay me 300,000 mora per lecture, but I resigned as soon as I finished the first session. I didn't take a single coin.
Lucky.
Ah, that's good.
What do you mean, that's good? Would you have taken me into custody as well if I had actually accepted any mora?
Because that money is from the loan, Kaveh, so kinda.
I wouldn't have gone that far. But, had he insisted that you were also an active participant in his schemes, under our rules, we would have been required to open an investigation on you as well. Either way, though, I believe you are innocent in all of this. Had you actually been alright with making money through less than noble means, your life wouldn't be the mess it currently is.
Luckily, Sino, or not Sino, luckily, Kaveh is safe. Also, Sino's still a friend of Kaveh, so it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, justice is justice for Sino, but you know.
Hey, what was that? What do you mean my life is a mess?
It is what it is.
Never mind. Your life is fine.
I love this part. Oh, I love this part.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you?
Let's get back to business. If Alkami's case can be successfully resolved, you'll be eligible for a monetary reward from the academia. Don't forget to pick it up after the fact.
And this is how Kaveh don't make any money. Kaveh is going to say, can you just give that money to people that lost money or something like that? Or need money?
Huh. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I never would have guessed. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't report Alkami because we thought we could make some more off of it.
The reward will be given regardless of your personal motivations. It was implemented with the intent of encouraging people to supply tips to the Matra.
Interesting.
Fine.
Is there anything else?
I want to go back to the training center one more time and talk to some of the kids.
Sure, but you should wait until tomorrow. My subordinates will shut down the center today and summon the students to gather information on the total amount of Mora they've lost in the scam.
All right, then I'll stay out of their way. I can talk to the kids tomorrow.
I have a few other things to take care of, so I'll be off for now. If you want to follow up on this case, just come find me again. Or ask one of the Matra.
That should finally be the end of that. Oh, who would have thought it would turn out like this? All I wanted was to find a new gig and earn some Mora.
But it is what it is.
To think Alkami would sink this low, it still makes me really upset. Still, I think I feel a little better now than when you found me back at the tavern.
Oh? Oh, so career didn't change? Oh, maybe make you... Oh, we make him believe, or not believe. We make him finally see what he have faced so far, and it's better rather than, stealing people's money.
It's a little ironic, but you could say it's because I've realized that there are many circumstances in the world that are even worse than my own. Now that I've seen such things firsthand, I suppose I've earned a new sense of appreciation for my life.
I forgot the word realize, but yeah, we make him realize.
How should I put it? I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to my profession, so I often argue with my clients. The arguments are usually extremely frustrating, and every once in a while I'd wonder if I only became an architect because fate wanted me to pay for some sins I'd committed in a previous life.
Well...
Alkami's suggestion would have allowed me to quit my life as an architect and earn money solely from my reputation. But now that I've experienced that for myself, I can confidently say that I'd never want to do it again.
Yeah, I can just say, don't do bad thing. Yeah, even though you skip this life, your next life will try to pay for the sins. Anyway, and that's why he think you are too rigid when it comes to making Mora.
Every scholar has their own sense of pride and a line that they don't like to cross. Of course, when faced with the vicissitudes of life, some will surrender these things to seek a more comfortable life. I can understand that. Just speaking for myself, though, I don't think that's something I'd ever be able to do. The voice in my heart would just keep repeating one thing. The moment I turn away from my dreams would be the moment my career ends. If I stopped devoting everything to my creative activities, I'd be able to lead a more comfortable life, but at the same time, my sense of intuition and understanding for the arts would also begin to degrade.
Yep, it's pretty much like a blade. If you use it often and take care of it, it will keep sharpened, but if you didn't take care of it at all, it's going to get dull and rusty. So yeah.
At that point, any materialistic ease I may have gained in life would just become another form of torment. In comparison, my current life comes with its share of difficulties, but at least I'd never have to deal with that kind of existential reckoning.
It's good that you stay true to yourself.
I appreciate it. You may call me conceited for this, but I would also like to think I'm talented enough to be able to lead a decent life without compromising my pride. It's certainly not easy, but I want to keep at it. My thanks again for being such a great help throughout all of this. I'm planning to pay another visit to those kids tomorrow. Want to come with me?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow then. Get some good rest.
Talking about that, I don't rest at all. Anyway, wait till the after. Bro, this story is so long. I don't think I can meet Sino again. Yeah. But man, this story is so long. Alright, let's wait till that day and... I didn't know this story quest is so long. Free! Well, nobody's going to watch this anyway. Let's talk to the kids and see what happened. Okay, let's talk to the kids. Oh, right, it's closing. I forgot to read their heart.
I never would have guessed Mr. Alkami was a scammer.
Oops.
The training center has been shut down, and the Matra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much time on this class. What should we do next?
Wait, is Kaveh going to spend time here now?
Mr. Kaveh said we can keep working on our fundamentals and try to get into the academia.
Ha! Easier said than done. If it was easier to get into the academia, none of us would have signed up for the class in the first place. Only the best of the best can get into the academia studying on their own.
Mr. Kaveh might be willing to teach us.
Why? What reason does he have to stick around?
Well, not like you that only aim for Mora. If you're still interested on this, that is why. That is enough.
So, you're the only ones that showed up today, huh?
Huh? Kaveh's here!
Now, that's Mr. Kaveh to you. I'm here as your instructor, so let's keep things a little more proper.
Haha! That is why he wants to stick here.
I'll keep instructing you for a while longer. You can pass on the message to the other students. As long as someone wants to come, they can join the class.
For free!
Oh, also, I'm usually pretty busy, so I'll only be able to teach architecture fundamentals on my days off. Another disclaimer. I can't promise that you'll all be able to understand everything I'm going to teach. Architecture is not an easy profession. Aesthetics aside, even the basics of safe design can already be a handful for most people. If you want to design safe buildings, you'll have to go through a systematic study of structural engineering. And just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before. It'll take both talent and perseverance to get through the course. I don't want to hear anyone say that I didn't warn you.
We'll try our best.
It seems some of you are really serious about this after all. All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. No need to prepare much for today's class. We're going to go on a quick field trip.
Where to? The story's already long. Please just end it here.
You'll know once we get there. Come on, let's get going. We'll be off once everyone's grabbed their pencils and sketch pads.
Alrighty. We are going somewhere. Bro, this story is long. I don't know if it's boring or not. Well, it's kind of interesting to see how Kaveh is. I forgot to read the Heart of Those Children. We'll read it later. Oh, another ending. We already see this. This is the sketch. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is Kaveh's drawing, right?
This lighthouse has been around for a long time, and I handled its renovations when I first graduated from the academia.
There you go.
The point of today is not so much about the lighthouse as a building, however. I just want you to take a look at it and do a bit of self-reflection. If you were tasked today with designing a building, how would you want it to look like? Don't think about how you'd actually go about building it for now. Just put your ideas to paper and draw the prettiest building that comes to your mind.
So, it can be, any kind of building?
Yeah.
Yep, as long as you think it'd look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a building. If you want, you can draw trees, the ocean, or even a garden area.
I want to
draw whatever you'd like.
I want to ask what's the point of this exercise. Was pretty much to see or to build up their interest.
In my experience, it's best to approach the study of architecture from a point of personal interest.
See?
Rather than for the sake of a career.
See? So just bring up their passion, pretty much.
Both the study and practice of architectural design are extremely difficult. A person who's forced to work on projects that they don't resonate with will only struggle and suffer. So at least for today, I hope the students will be able to create something that they enjoy. There's no need to think about it too hard. They'll have plenty of time in the future to revisit the design and make changes. What do you think? Want to try your hand at it as well? Don't forget that this is a free class from Mr. Kaveh, the Light of the Kshahrewar. On a normal day, this would cost you 300,000 mora.
Yeah, it's not like I know the art drawer, Albedo, the Fenty, A, Zhongli, Nahida. Yeah, this is good for you. That's the ending. Well, my drawing's also good. Art and life. There you go. First class, your ideal building is also your safe haven. What are we drawing? Serenity Pot! Do you know why we draw this? This is interesting. Yeah, because our house is inside our Serenity Pot. Yep. Yes, like, why did you draw that? Because of this. Yep, that's amazing. Anyway, that is the achievement. Have I got all 3 achievements? Only got 2. Alright, so all ending and then talk to Kaveh in the desert. I'm guessing the other ending is. So the last achievement for you guys that didn't know, I finally found it, is find one annotated. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, we already checked this and checked this, but I forgot to check where Kaveh were. So this is the last achievement. The other 2 achievements you can complete by completing, the story. But hey, upon opening the book, you are greeted by a series of beautiful illustrations. Next to the lovely image are some notes in equally gorgeous handwriting. The commentary is extremely thorough and appears to be even more professional than the book's original content. Is that it? That is not it. Wait, I thought that is it. Yeah, is there more? Oh no, I need to read all of these. So yeah, this as well. There you go. This one got not that much annotation. And this one. Alright. There you go, school days. So yeah, that's how you get the last achievement. But then we already complete every single abandoned hangout. I'm so sorry, I just abandoned somebody. Okay, we already get every single endings over here. With that being said, then there you go. That is every single ending of it, and there's also every single achievement from all of those. Again, the one is complete the 4th ending. Complete this ending to get achievement, and also complete all ending for achievement, and then that's the last one, annotation. But as always, with that being said, all of the ending, subscribe, hit the like button. As always, this is a long one. I don't even think anybody's going to watch this. Going to make it look interesting, I guess. And yeah, timestamp is always on the description or comment. And with that being said, as always, have a nice day, have a nice night. Stream still continue a little bit, and I will see all of you on next video. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Can I use my alt here? I can!
Make yourselves at home!